welcome back. How is it going? How is it going? Hopefully I fixed my audio there. We're going to see real quick here. Seems like everything's running fine. So how was everyone doing today? How was everyone's weekend? Hopefully enjoyable. I got the Canadian winter out back behind me there. Hopefully I stay warm enough. Hopefully everyone comes and enjoys me to stay warm. It's cold out, right? We're just jumping into Hogwarts Farm with Harry Potter here. Seeing how things are going today. What's everyone's scoop today? Does everyone have big plans for their Monday? Hopefully. We just got back from the market fair or whatnot. That was pretty fun in town. Get rid of some trash here. So how was everyone's weekend? Hopefully it was good. Hopefully it went well. We were just working on the rink, working on the sledding hill in the back. I built a bit of a sled hill for my girlfriend's son and then the neighborhood kids and everything like that. So they were coming out, some of the neighborhood kids came out and were able to use it this weekend. I iced it up so it was nice and fast. So that's always a blast. I was hoping that they were gonna get a chance to use it. And then the rink, it's not freezing up as well as I would like it to. It's probably at the point where my girlfriend's son could probably use it for a bit of a slide or something, but you can't really skate on it yet. It's not solid. So that's pretty much how our weekend went. Hopefully everyone else's weekend went well. We're just slowly starting off in some Stardew Valley here. I was apparently having some audio issues before. I tried to fix some things here and stuff like that. I just rechecked on my laptop. It seems like everything's fine. So please, by all means, everyone, if I am having audio issues, let me know in chat and, I can maybe try and fix the issue, but I don't really know what the issue is at this point. Tried resetting the computer, unplugging, replugging things in, the basics, right? But if anyone does have any issues, let me know if you can. Otherwise, we're just chilling out as best I can, right? I don't chill out very well. Hanging out in some Stardew Valley. We're probably going to get to some fishing here in a minute. I just want to drop these off at the museum real quick. And then we're going to get to some fishing. Because like I said, we're in our fish hut here, right? Might as well do a little bit of fishing in game. That is not a green screen behind me, by the way. That is an actual Canadian winter behind me. It's cold. Hey, Alexa, what's the temperature today?
Right now, it's -3 degrees Celsius. Today, expect a high of 0 degrees.
So it's not really that cold, but I mean, it's cold enough, right? I got the heater going. Don't worry, we're well taken care of, right? We don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that. I'm just hoping everyone else is staying warm. How's everyone else staying warm today? Hopefully everyone else is indoors or, maybe sitting by the fire. Just enjoying the day, right? Just enjoying the day. That's what we're pretty much doing at this point. Just enjoying the day. Just enjoying it, right? I guess we'll switch to the game screen now that we're playing the game a little bit more. I just like chatting with everyone. Good gaming snacks. Who doesn't like a good gaming snack? All the good stuff, right? So many good talking points. I'm a big fan of dry cereal. I know that sounds really weird, but I like to snack on dry cereal. Like one of my favorites is Captain Crunch. Specifically like the Crunch Berry Crunch. The one with the little colored balls in it. That one's really fun. And I also really like, I know it sounds weird, but the honey shreddies are really good to just eat dry. I like those too. And who doesn't like a handful of Cheerios, right? With a 3-year-old in the house, we always have Cheerios around. What time is it open? Is it 9 or 10? Oh, must be 9. Oh, actually, it must be earlier. Donate to the museum. Let's get this place popping. Actually, I hope no one minds. I'm actually going to close the door now. It is actually getting a little bit cold in here. Oh. We got our super cute deer hat on, trying to keep us warm, right? And also, too, as always, make sure that you still stay healed up, right? We're giving healing potions out to everyone today, making sure everyone stays healed up. Because what would a day be without some healing, right? Gotta stay healed up. Oh, we got some shells. Yay! Oh, I think we're out of inventory space here. Yep. All right, what can we get rid of here? Nothing really. All right. Let's go back to our house real quick. Should probably bang off some quests too really fast, but I just like fishing, right? Who doesn't like to relax and go fishing? Yeah, I live really close to the lake around here. And within a couple of weeks, I know it's going to be a city out on the lake. It's going to be crazy out there. As soon as the lake freezes up, everyone drags their huts out onto the lake and starts fishing away. Should be really interesting, actually. It's really neat to watch them all go out there. And then it's funny to watch them get stuck if they start getting stuck, too. Because a lot of them don't think about the fact that they might actually be like really warm when their vehicle stops and it might go through. So that happens a lot. Hey, Callie, how's it going? Hey, Ozzy, how's it going, bud? Thank you for the raid. Oh no, we gotta hide the livestock. Hey, Avis, how's it going? Oh, those are such cute puppies, Ozzy. Your puppy is super cute. My girlfriend has a dog here as well, Dawson. He's fun. He's a shedder though, holy jumping. We're always trying to clean up the hair. The raid! Oh, you know what we have to bring out? We have to make sure that we bring out the RGB potion for everyone coming in. If anyone's new here from the raid, we have to make sure that we bring the RGB potion out. Keep everyone lag free, right, folks? So how's it going? We were just doing some fishing in the fish hut today. As always, right? Trying to make some money. I'm hoping that the winter is going to end, so then hopefully we can get into some more farming again. And we're also probably going to go into the mines here really shortly. So how's everyone doing? How was everyone's weekend? No paladins this morning. I was kind of keeping it a little bit more chill for this morning. I wanted to keep it almost like a just chatting session this morning almost. Like, kind of like back to the grassroots, Avis, like how we used to do, right? Where half the times I'm chatting and not even paying attention to the game. We're probably going to pass out a bunch of times today. Because who doesn't like a good heels on you pass out in Stardew Valley, right? You know, on our porch steps, inside our house beside our bed. Hey, anything's game. We leave it all up to chance here, right? Actually, you know what? I think I probably am going to jump into mining because I've been doing so much fishing, and with 9,000 gold banked up at this point, I feel like I've probably made enough money to kind of, you know, sit back and relax on the money for the winter or for the summertime and fall, spring even. So I probably will actually go into the mines. That's actually a good idea. Let's drop off all our stuff here. So how's everyone been doing, by the way, too? How was everyone's weekend? Elise, how's it going? Avis, how's it going? Scotty, how's it going? Everyone, how was your weekend? Hopefully you stayed warm this weekend. It was a cold one in Canada here, but it's getting warmer again. Like, hey Alexa, what's the weather right now? Hey Alexa, what's the weather right now?
Right now in Jackson's Point,
Yeah.
it's -3 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy skies.
Like -3
Today's
isn't that
forecast
bad,
has
right?
lots of clouds, with a high of 0 degrees and a low of -4 degrees.
-3 isn't even that bad. Like, honestly, I'm like -3 is barely cold enough at this point to really get the rink that I have going frozen. At this point, it's just staying frozen enough where essentially it's a pad of ice kind of sitting on top of the blanket of, or like the bed of water underneath. So it's really frustrating because every time I go to stand on it to either work on it or to reflood it, it just pushes all the water out and around where it's not frozen fully. So you can't even skate on it yet. And I've already had it up for a week, so it's really unfortunate we can't get the little guy skating on it yet. We've been waiting the whole winter, and the past few Canadian winters have been really crummy. All the temperatures are so up and down, right? Yeah, it's cold there too, eh? Like how cold is it there, Avis? Like really cold? Or like, I mean, -3 isn't really that cold. That's just hovering around frozen, right? We've been getting a lot of snow though recently. Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Cozy. Always appreciated. We're trying to stay warm in the stream shed here today. We're just talking about staying warm in the stream shed. How are you today, Cozy? We're talking about building the ice rink, too. Unfortunately, in Canada, we were just saying, or I was just saying, that unfortunately in Canada, the last couple winters have been really up and down in terms of weather and in terms of temperature. So trying to build an ice rink, or like if you're a big like ski doer, like on a sled, like a snowmobile, it's really hard because the winters are so inconsistent. Ooh, we're getting a lot of foraging here. This is good. Hopefully maybe some of these can be used in the community center. I'm pretty sure a lot of these probably can be. Like, I'm sure that there's crystal fruit in the community center, because I want to say, I'm going to assume crystal fruit is a winter thing, a winter forageable, because I've never seen it before. And correct me if I'm wrong, Avis, of course, because Wiki is here. Oh, okay, so 2 Celsius. So that is cold. It's hovering around like the frozen mark, like here. But it's not like, you know, frigid, right? I'm doing great today, Cozy. How are you? I'm always doing good. That's always my answer. I'm always doing good. I'm always doing great. PMA, positive mental attitude. I learned that one really, really early in my sales career when I used to do sales. Way back in the day. Actually, I sold furniture for the longest time. That was a lot of fun. I was pretty much the salesman jumping up and down on the furniture. Keeping all the kids happy and active, right? Hey, Ozzy, all the best. Thank you for the raid, mate. Have an excellent evening and sweet dreams to you, brother. Stay warm and enjoy. And again, thank you for the raid. That's awesome. Always appreciate the viewers. Hopefully I can keep more people healed up that way. Oh yeah, like for a while there, Cozy, sorry to get to this message a little bit late. Yeah, during, like, pretty much around Christmas time, it was to the point where I was kind of making the joke, but it was very true. I was literally having to dig myself out from my house to my stream shed, because actually, like, just for any new viewers here, like, I am literally actually outside right now. Behind me is not a green screen. That is actually Canada's winter behind me. I pretty much converted like an old fish hut into like my stream shed here, because as you can probably tell, I'm a little bit boisterous and loud. So I don't stream from my house, right? Because I keep my family up, but no, it's cold here. And I have been digging myself out. You can't really tell, but there's pretty much like snowbanks all around the door because of having to dig myself out and into the stream shed here from my house. I'm hoping that... I should have looked at the TV before I left the house, because I don't know if I probably have bad RNG today, so I'm probably going to have to go searching for this checkpoint here. And that's the other thing too. Okay, so I forget. There's a chance of the ladder being under any color of rock, right? It's not necessarily always under like a gray one. It's not necessarily always under like an orange one or something, right? Or like a pinky colored one. It's hard to tell what color they even are. Kind of like a maroon color. Okay, that's what I figured, yeah. And sorry to come to these messages so late, everyone. The Crystal Fruit Ken, it's a winter forageable. That's what I kind of figured. That's what I did figure. And yes, I did sales, Amos. I did sales that was probably the thing I did for the longest time. I did a lot of customer service and sales out of high school and stuff like that. And I did that for probably around, oh boy, like, I'd say almost 5 to 10 years. Different forms of sales. I did furniture sales for probably almost close to 5 years. But I did some car sales. Where's this ladder? I actually did marine wholesale and stuff like that for a little while for a company. That was really fun. That was really interesting. Oh, always appreciated, Scotty. Always appreciated. Lurk away, my friend. Lurk away. I'll try and keep it down in the background for you so you can sleep. I think this is not going to last very long. Holy jumping, that took a lot of mining. Okay, so here we go. We're going down. Going down, downtown. Ooh, okay. Stay healed up. Stay healed up, everyone. Oh, this guy's getting ready to jump. He was getting ready to pounce. I could tell. Look at him. He's getting ready. Oh, he can't get through. He's stuck. All right, we're gonna do this. We're getting pretty good at this mining thing here, eh, everyone? I'm not doing too bad now. All right, get these ones. We need more ore, so we want to make sure we get them, because we're trying to upgrade our... That was one of our missions too. We're trying to slowly upgrade our tools and everything like that. So I want to make sure that I get enough iron ore to do that. Oh, sweet. Well, that was convenient. All right. Good timing. In 1 second, as soon as I drop into the next thing here, I'm going to like pause the game real quick so I can catch up on my messages here, because I feel really bad that I'm kind of skipping out on messages, and I almost wanted to keep this as like a just chatting session, really. So give me 1 second. I just want to break that. All right. And then, okay. And if you notice too, hey, Look at, I even paused it, everyone. I even paused it. That's a new thing for me. Oh, no way. Oh, so she's really close to like the ocean and stuff then, eh, Cozy? That's really cool, actually. Oh, she sends pictures when she goes on a walk. That's really cool. Like I was saying, I have a lake probably maybe like 5 to 10 minutes walk away from me, and I mean it's just a really large lake. So we don't get icebergs or anything like that, but we do get like virtually a city out there in the wintertime because everyone goes out there to ice fish and everything like that. There's even like little like there's food vendors that go out and stuff like that. There's people that run out like snacks and stuff like that. Like it's virtually like a little mobile like nomadic city for the wintertime. It's incredible. I'll take some pictures. Anyone that wants to see some pictures, I'll have them on like my Discord, Facebook, like virtually any of my social media sites and everything like that. But definitely pop by for some pictures. One second, I'm just gonna close the door here. It's getting cold again. Oh, and by the way, okay, just because I do have some more chatters in here and stuff like that, is my audio cracking at all or anything like that? I had someone in here, unfortunately, this morning that said my audio was cracking, and I tried my best to fix it while they were in here, but I guess it took me a little bit longer than they liked, because I think I don't want to call them out or anything, so I'm not going to mention any names, but I think they even unfollowed me for the 5 minutes that I had cracky audio and stuff like that. So, like, I was like, okay, well, you know, like, I'm trying my best here, you know, but I did notice my follower count went down by 1 after that verbal transaction between the person. Which I do apologize for. Like, I try my best to keep the audio, like, tip-top, especially because, like, I know audio is more important than virtually anything. But, I mean, I can only do so much with the time I have, right? I'm only one person, so... Oh, the ladder also... Okay, so I just want to come back to this message too. The ladder also appears when you kill the mobs. Oh, okay, that's really cool. So you have a potential of getting the ladder realistically almost anywhere then. So it really does depend on, I guess, your RNG of the day on how much you're going to have to search for the ladder, if I understand it correctly. Upgrade the pickaxe first, then the axe. Oh, you know what? You know what I feel like an idiot for, Avis? Well, at the same time, too, I probably have enough money, but I was going more on the things that I didn't really plan on using. Like, I think I upgraded the watering can the other day, and I upgraded... What else did I up? Maybe it was the axe. It was things I essentially wasn't using for the time that I was fishing and stuff like that. But I will definitely come back and upgrade the pickaxe and the axe next then. I guess because if you upgrade them, it helps your efficiency for energy level. Is that my understanding with the game? The more efficient the tool, or the more you build up the tool, the more efficient it is on your energy bar. Perfect, cool. And to come back again, thank you so much for letting me know the audio is fine now, because that was like, you know me, like Avis, that was even a big thing. Like I went out and ordered a new cord when I had audio issues before. I make sure that my audio is as rock solid as I can get it. But I mean, I can only do so much in a limited amount of time, right? And I think it was literally within like, well, you can see the clip of the video. I want to say it was like 3 or 4 minutes that I was talking back and forth or something like that. Or maybe it was, I don't know. In either case, I was trying my best, but yeah, she's on by the coast of Newfoundland. Oh, wow. And last year they had a massive snowfall, heavy rain. Oh, yeah, like, that was insane. And they had a similar thing at the beginning of this season, too, because actually my girlfriend's family lives out there as well, both Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. And they said the same thing. They were under, like, weather lockdown for a while in a lot of cases, just because of how bad the weather was. Yeah, it was, yeah. Thank you so much again for confirming that thought. So the other thing too was I've seen some people where they use a watering can, and if I'm not mistaken, it hits like multiple like rows. How do you get to that point? I want that. Oh, and okay, certain things in the upgrade need the upgrade to actually mine them. Okay, I have noticed that, Cozy. I didn't really think about that either, because even when you're out in the forest, the big tree stumps even say, you know, your axe isn't essentially sharp enough, right? Okay, cool. So it costs less stamina, and the pickaxe takes less hits to break rocks. Where would I be without you folks? Like, seriously. Avis. Oh, Avis. Kind of doing a little foreshadowing there. A little foreshadow. Oh, you can get cool stuff from chests. Like in my stream, I just got a pirate sword, which does more hits than Bronza. The watering can upgrades cover more areas if you hold the button. Wait, so now that I've upgraded my watering can, I can potentially already do more watering spots by just holding down the button? If I'm understanding correctly? That's interesting, huh? Doesn't seem like my RNG is very good today, to be honest. Oh, and what do you do with like minerals that you've like collected and found that are already in the museum? Like, is there anywhere to do you dispose of them, or do you just put them on display in your own house? Oh, you do sell? Where do you sell them? Oh, you just sell them like normal? Oh, okay. Maybe I wasn't trying to do that then. Okay. Because you can only have one of each, I guess, mineral in the, like on display in the museum, correct? If I'm not mistaken. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, look at this little guy. I like these shell guys. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Okay, so what we're gonna do too is a little bit of this just for everyone, and some of this. Okay, so just for anyone that doesn't know too, with stream avatars, what you can do is you can exclamation jump, and what that will do is it will give you a chance of collecting some of those stars, and those stars give you points, which are heals bucks, towards my store. So just for heads up, and just for anyone that's new, oh no, it's 12. Here I am talking about not passing out and learning all this new stuff, and here I am gonna pass out in my mine. But yeah, for anyone that's new with the channel, you can exclamation jump, and you can collect heals bucks and use them towards the heals store when I open it. I'm still not affiliated with Twitch, so unfortunately I didn't realize it when I tried to get all this stuff working, but apparently you have to be affiliated with Twitch to actually get the Stream Elements store open. Oh, I'm supposed to be going this way. And I didn't realize that, but I mean, you can collect them for now, and then when the Stream store is open, you can redeem them and get some fun little things. Oh, I might actually make it here, folks. I might actually make it. Let's see. Oh, oh, good. Dawson's not in the way. Boom. That's how you do it, folks. Maximum efficiency. Hey, Zaz. How's it going, bud? Oh, and minerals will also appear as quests sometimes. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. I now that I read the follow-up message to that, so villagers may ask for them. I have seen that. So maybe it might be a good idea to maybe keep like one of each mineral just kind of around, just in case a new quest pops up or whatnot, right? If I'm understanding that correctly. Is there, and I guess a good follow-up question to that would be, is there a spot in the community center to put minerals as well that I should be collecting for that as well? Zaz, you're such a gambler. You come in every day and just drop your gamble all. I love it. Here, you know what? We'll drop some more stars here just to make sure everyone's got... We'll play on stream avatars here for a quick second as the game is paused here. And make sure everyone gets their fill of stars here. And I need to figure out and work around with stream avatars on how the raid and battle system works. I know that I can like mass fart and stuff like that. You can also mass dance and everything. Like mass dance. Like there's so many different things, right, that you can do with stream avatars, right? But I've tried to figure out how the raid system works, like how the boss system works, and it doesn't work. Oh, and you guys can actually fart yourselves as well with exclamation fart, right? Oh, I just want to make sure I catch up on my messages here too, because I see here that there were actually a couple messages in between all like the winners of points and stuff like that. Oh, yes. So coming back, Zaz, how are you? Wonderful, lovely people today. As I always answer, I'm always great, Zaz. You know that. Hopefully you're doing well as well. And of course, stay lag free, right? You got the big beastly computer though, so you don't need to worry about lag, right? Oh, and the community center will ask for some minerals. Okay, so what I should almost do is, I should almost like my handy dandy notebooks here and stuff like that. I should actually almost take down some notes. Oh, see, look at it. Okay, so I've got like the most awesome wicked girlfriend in the world, and she gets me like such cool stuff. So she got me a personalized like notebook set of little like notepads, which is super awesome. And she's also the one that did the Heels on You like serving tray here. Woo! Yeah, it's super awesome. She is amazing. But I should actually write down some of the things that you actually need for the community center slowly here. So I can actually track them down and actually keep in mind that I need them when they come up, right? Oh, okay. So also important, save all the quartz. I'm glad I came back to that message there, Avis. And again, the community center will ask for some minerals. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I came back to this one because I missed a long one here from Zaz. Oh, okay. Just woke up after 4 hours of World of Warcraft. Right? Oh, no. By the way, Castle Netheria, almost one-shot first try going into Dentherius tonight. Oh, really? No way. Now I gotta help my nephew with schooling in a bit. Oh, Zaz, do you guys have online schooling there too? That is really tough stuff, eh? Oh, and then specifically the fire quartz. So I'm being told make sure to hold on to the fire quartz as well. Okay, so I'll make sure I do that stuff there as well. Thank you very much, viewers. Like, you guys make Stardew Valley heaps easier for me. And put it this way, it's already hard enough for me in most cases. Oh, you can see on the menu what things you need for the community center. Oh, okay, 1 second. Oh no, Callie, you went in all in and lost all your heals bucks. Oh no. All right, well, you know what? We'll make sure we drop some more stars here, so then Callie can hopefully gain some more heals bucks up again. Make sure everyone stays jumping here so that they can get some more stars. Oh, he can't read very well, so you're reading the quizzes for him and letting him answer it? That makes sense. That's really helpful. That was like the other day, my nephew had a building project for his science class where essentially he had to build a structure higher than like 2 hands out of something in his house. And we built it out of like cardboard and stuff like that. We built kind of like a 4-legged table. All right. Make sure we drop off all this stuff here too. We got a lot of stuff in our bag right now. Oh, okay. So also too, what we wanted to do was we wanted to see in here collection. Is that what it is? Collections? Wait, no. Where would it be? Okay, heals. If you have... You're right, Avis. I'm just enabling them, eh? That's okay, though. Honestly, essentially what I want at this point is I want everyone to have as many heal bucks as they can have so that when, essentially the stream store actually does go live, that you can actually like start buying things and stuff like that, right? So I want to make sure that everyone has as many heal bucks as they can possibly get. Ooh, Callie, that was a really good jump. I was watching that. That was really good timed. Those were really good timed jumps. Oh, no way, Avis. There you go. There you go with the 2,300 heal bucks now. So just for a big tip, Avis can almost buy pretty much like everything on the menu at this point. I didn't price them very expensive. They're just fun little things and stuff like that, right? Oh, see, Avis, that's awesome. Or, sorry, Zaz, that's awesome that you did one with popsicle sticks and did a replica of the Eiffel Tower. That's really cool. I literally just made, like, this quick little cardboard, like 4-legged table type of thing. The thing is, though, most of the kids in his class are using, like, Legos and stuff, which, in my opinion, is practically almost cheating, right? See, there you go, Avis. Yeah, you just have the luck today. You got the RNG. We're going to put more stars out. I want to make, like I said, I want to make sure that everyone has enough points. Like, even before I go live with the stream store and stuff like that, I'm going to make sure that everyone gets topped up with a couple of extra points and stuff like that so that they can at least buy a couple of different items and stuff like that, right? I want to make sure that everyone's topped off. Because I want everyone to have as good a time here as I have, which is an amazing time. And honestly, you guys make my time here so much better. If it wasn't for you folks, I mean, realistically, I wouldn't be streaming, right? Oh, and it's cool, too, that while you're in a chest, it pauses the time, too. I like that, because I just noticed that as well. Because I spend a lot of time, like, kind of just organizing things, flipping through bags. I'm horrible for that. I'm so scatterbrained that I find, like, in my life, I need to stay, like, very, very structured. Or, like, I just get too chaotic and stuff like that because I am so scatterbrained. So I need to keep things, like, very, very structured. Oh, see the rectangle in the upper right? Oh, community center. Oh, cool. Okay. Very helpful, Avis. Thank you so much for that. I'm glad I came back to that. Okay, click the tree. Sorry, I got distracted, but see, like, I'm so scatterbrained that it's, in a lot of cases, and I apologize for this ahead of time, it's not that I don't read messages. Half the times what it is, like, I'll be doing something like this. You'll notice my eyes will, like, kind of dart right to, like, read a message. I'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll come back to that. And then half the times I'll get distracted, get into something, and then all of a sudden the chat window goes up, and then I've forgotten to come back to the message. Okay, So we got the animal bundle. I'm not even going to worry about that one yet. I don't even have animals yet. Quality crops. Okay. So I guess I need 5 of each of those. Okay. Summer, not there yet. Artisan. What can we work on here? Probably the spring crops will be, I guess, the next one to really work on. Because the artisan, I mean, I'm not even anywhere close to that. Oh, you know what? I got some honey. I can throw in some honey. Where's my honey? Where's my honey, honey? Where's my honey? You can throw in some honey. Oh, you know what? No, I'm just going to make a trip of it. Like, when I have more stuff to throw in, I'll just make, like, a whole trip of it, right? That's probably the best way to do it, I would assume. And like I said, I'm horrible for just, like, organizing things, putting things away. All right, we should be good there. You can navigate the bundles with the 2 arrows up top. Oh, okay. Oh, so there is, okay. So there is actually winter stuff to get too. Crafts room, pantry. Oh, because I forgot that I was only looking at probably one room, right? Oh, okay. Pantry, crafts room. So what are we looking at here? Summer stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, winter foraging bundle. So I've got everything except for this winter root here at this point, if I'm not mistaken. I think the winter root is the only one I don't have. I've got this. What was it? The crocus. I've got crocus flower, obviously. And I'm almost positive I had that other, like, drop flower. Kind of the teardrop flower. Yeah, okay, so I've got that. And then what was the other one? Oh, so maybe I should go forage and then maybe, like, actually grab that real quick while I still can, right? Oh, Kelly, all the best. Have a great day at work. Don't be late. Enjoy, and hopefully see you soon. Now, everyone. Now. No hurt feelings here. Some hardwood? Sure. Yeah, we'll get right on that. Okay, so I gotta find some of that root. I want to find some of that root stuff that they were talking about. Oh, you know what? I should probably at least bring proper tools, right? Should bring an axe with me just in case. Bring my axe with me just in case. I need to chop down a tree. Where's my axe? Oh, there we go. Okay. And actually, you know what, too? I'm going to bring some wood with me, too, because I know I need to fix that bridge while I'm kind of out and about. So we're going to do that, too. Oh, look at this, eh? Getting 2 birds stoned at once, right? That's a really common saying from a TV show that's really popular in Canada here. Trailer Park Boys. Oh, bring the hoe? Oh, okay. Oh, because the worms, right? I keep forgetting about the worms. Yeah. Actually, Lovey was letting me know about that the other day. That you can interact with the worms with the hoe. I completely forgot about that. And I guess there's probably more worms in the wintertime than in the rest of the year, right? Bring the hoe. Oh, I guess maybe I should drop off some more, like, sap. I don't need sap or, like, mixed seeds or things like that, right? Okay, so mixed seeds, sap we can drop off. We're going to drop that off. We'll keep that oyster, whatever. We'll throw the oyster in here. Oh, trust me, you guys are. Especially in a game like this. Don't worry, come over to Overwatch one time. I'll coach ya. Like I always say with this game, like it's one of those games where you kind of jump into it. You're like, oh, look how cozy it is. Oh, look, it's so cute. And then like when you actually start jumping into it, you're like, oh, what am I doing here? Then when you actually jump into it, you're like whoa, like there's a lot to this. Oh, the squid extravaganza, yeah. Well, like I said, it was one of those situations where like I was like half paying attention to chat and I had just let it go. Oh, look at that winter root right there. Perfect. Well, I guess the hoe was a good suggestion because on our third hit, we got something we actually needed. Yeah, no, actually that's something I haven't done in a long time, Zaz, was raids. I haven't done raiding in a long time. A lot of the times I just do dungeons and stuff like that because, you know, like raids are so committed, right? Like you need what? The minimum is 10 people, or is it 25 now? I don't even know because I haven't done a raid in a while. But they're so committed, right? I hate to use the term, but it's almost an obligation too, right? You don't want to let your team down every week and everything. That's why I just like doing, you know, dungeons, mythics, stuff like that. Just a lot easier. Especially with the family and everything like that. You get called away really quick. You can just like, hey guys, you know, BRB real quick. Especially when you're the healer. Everyone will usually wait for you. Where's the bridge? I know everyone's probably screaming like, I thought you were going to the community center, but I was also looking for that bridge to repair too. There was some bridge I needed to repair. And I think that's south, so maybe I'll do the community center first, since that's what I was kind of working on. And then I'll go do the bridge after. It's only 11 o'clock. We still got time, right? And how's that chicken statue? That's pretty cool that I just got that, eh? I guess I get to put that in my house? Okay, so where do I put forageables? Is that in here? Oh, that's the other thing too. Am I able to access the community center from my house? Or like can I just drop things in here from my bag? If so, like, I feel stupid for walking all the way out here. Okay, where was it? I need winter foraging. Oh, no, okay. So I guess, no, I do actually have to go to the right spot. Okay, so that's fair. This is the crafts room? Which one's which? I never know which one's which. This is the pantry? Okay. Oh, I don't think it'd be over here, would it? Squids aren't in the ocean. You didn't tell me that, Avis. Don't make it seem like you told me where the squids were. You just told me that the squids were in the bodies of water after dark. The only thing you mentioned was the dark, Avis. There was no follow-up messages. There was no one telling me where to go or helping me, holding my hand, or leading me in the proper direction. Okay, what am I doing here? What am I missing? Okay, there we go. Finally. Here we go. Boom! Yay! We got a reward. Ooh, winter seeds. An assortment of winter seeds. Perfect. The best part is, though, is winter's like, what? Practically over now at this point, right? Should you ask Lovey if we told you or not? Sure. Lovey knows that no one told me. Sorry, vault? Sorry, what does that mean? Sorry, I don't know what that means, Avis. What do you mean by vault? Now that I'm actually paying attention to some messages here, I don't know what the vault reference is towards. Sorry. Ooh, that one looks like it's going to be hard. Oh, the vault is now unlocked. Oh, okay, cool. Is that like this room over here? Is that this? What's the vault? Oh, what's the vault? Or is it just like you just go outside? Oh, see, here's the geologist bundle. I should have grabbed those. I didn't even think about those, that I had a lot of that stuff. And I've got copper bars, so that's not really worth it. I'll try and save up to get enough for that. Oh, it was the board. Oh, the bulletin board. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. Frozen geode, chub. Oh, I think I've got nautilus shells. Okay. So I should start probably working towards the community center. It seems like the community center is what's really probably going to benefit me the most, right? Lake fish bundle, night fishing bundle. Yeah, I still haven't caught an eel. I still even have to catch an eel for, what's his name? For Willy. I still have to catch an eel for Willy, too. And the crab pot, I think I only have a crab at my house at this point. Oh, so the vault and the pantry are like the best bundles to complete. Oh, also the boiler room. Okay, so I guess probably start working towards those then in most cases, right? Yeah, I'll definitely have to start checking those out for sure. Yeah, so that's like the adventurers bundle here. Blacksmith bundle. The geologist. Okay, that makes sense. So this is kind of like an adventurer's room. And then you said the pantry, and then the pantry. Okay. And the pantry is this one over here, right? Okay. So we'll try and get through this one as well then. There's so much to it. Actually, you know what? I probably have a lot of those. I have a potato, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I have parsnips. I just don't have green beans or cauliflower, so I'll have to work on those, I guess, this upcoming spring. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's get back out of here. Pantry unlocks the greenhouse. Boiler room unlocks the minecarts. Fast travel. And the vault unlocks a new area. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I definitely want to get the greenhouse. I feel like the greenhouse would be really beneficial in this game. Because then you can crop, like, year-round. Because correct me if I'm wrong, like, is there much to really grow in the wintertime? I guess with these winter seeds, you'll find out, but... No problem, Caroline. Caroline, Caroline, you're so fine, you're so fine. All right, we're gonna go back to the house. We're gonna go check out what we have. I feel like I should do some more fishing, but some precise fishing. So, okay. So we're going to look at what we need for certain fishing trips or for certain fishing community center turn-ins. Chicken statue. Okay. There are no winter crops without modding. Oh, the winter seeds only grow forageables. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. I mean, it's still worth growing them, though, no? Because the forageables you can still, like, make into you can still use them for for energy and for like consumption, right? I mean, now that I have them and they're virtually free, right? I guess? I don't know. Okay, so where we need to go fishing is, I guess we need to go fishing. Okay, pantry, crafts room, fish tank, night, lake. Okay, so we need lake. Which one would actually be classified as the lake here? Is the lake like here, 1 second. Bring up the map here. Like, what's the lake? Is this considered the lake up here? Like up by the caves? Or is, like, because I know this would be the ocean, right? Like, what's actually classified as what here, Avis? Oh, okay, so it is this lake up here near the caves. Okay, so we'll go up there and get those lake fish. And then, I guess this is considered the river, obviously, like just south of your house. And then there's the ocean, correct? So there's 3 different classifications of fishing. So you've got the lake, the river, and ocean. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Cool, okay. So we'll go up and we'll do some lake fishing then real quick. Because I don't think we've done much lake fishing now that I've like actually broken it down. I think I've always pretty much gone to, like I always pretty much go to this pond over here. And what is that classified as? Because that would be interesting to find out about too. Because I think I've done almost all of my fishing off that little bridge there. Oh, I forgot to bring my hoe with me. I brought my axe, but I didn't bring my hoe with me. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. We're going to go fishing. We're going to make a trip of it. And as always, thank you everyone for viewing. I hope everyone's having as much fun as I always have. I always have a blast. Alright, so this is it, like here. Like this is the best spot to fish pretty much right here. Or is there a better spot? I don't know if there's any, like, of that deep water anywhere. I guess probably the best spot might be, like, actually, like, off the bridges. Yeah, like this pond. Yeah, okay, so the pond south of... I usually go to this pond over by the Wizard. The Wizard's Tower pond. Where they have that little bridge there. That's the one that I usually go to. Or where I have been fishing a lot in the past. Oh, is this the bridge that we had to fix? Where's that bridge that we had to fix too? Because I think we've got enough wood for that as well. So we might as well fix that while we can, right? Okay, so this one over here is still considered river fish. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I guess. Yeah, we're going to fish off this little island here. All right. Now we can just chill out. We can chill out, get some fishing done. And we can chat away, right? So what are everyone's plans for the rest of the week? Apparently it's supposed to get really, really cold in Canada here coming into this upcoming weekend. So I'm hoping that hopefully the rink actually completely solidifies and we can go skating maybe this upcoming weekend. Because like I was saying earlier, it's just kind of hovering around the 0 mark right now, which unfortunately is just, it's too warm for it to flash freeze, right? There's just kind of a layer of ice on the top, which is okay for probably my girlfriend's son to go skating on. Because he doesn't weigh very much, but I'm a hefty one, so I definitely need it to freeze up a little bit more. And I like, too, that I'm noticing, too, that I don't have to... Because Zaz brought this up, actually, in the past. He's like, I can tell that you're a WoW fisherman because you always keep your the mouse over the bobber. I remember him like kind of making fun of me for that. Whereas with this game, if I'm not mistaken, you can literally have your mouse anywhere on the screen, and you just have to click on the screen to catch the fish, which is really nice quality of life. Whoa, look at this fish just jumping off. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're gonna lose this guy. Yeah, that guy was tricky. We weren't ready for that. We're too chilled out. Oh, and Avis. Okay, so also too, I think I've asked this in the past, but with the I guess the co-op mode in this game, how does that essentially work? If I have a multiplayer game open, are people able to just come and go kind of as they please, or is it like, for an example, because we opened up Narnia there for that one community gaming session, are you and Zaz kind of committed to that game at this point, and you're the only other players that can kind of jump into that session? Oh, so it is pretty much just come and go then. I just need to actually give the code to jump into the game then? Perch. Ooh, that's a good, there's lots of perch in Lake Simcoe, that's for sure. We're always perch fishing in Lake Simcoe. That's a great winter fish. Midnight carp. It's almost 11 o'clock. We'll probably start heading home roughly around 11:30 here. Maybe one or two more casts. Yeah, we'll get one more in here probably. Oh, okay, so the characters are locked. If anyone else wants to join, they need to build a house. Okay, so essentially, I guess on that game, theoretically, we could have one more person join in, because you and Zaz have, like, I guess, locked in, and I guess it starts with 4. I started the game with 4 cabins, so I have one, you have one, and Zaz would have one, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out how that multiplayer co-op works. All right. And I guess another good question would be, how many, like, cottages can you have built? Like, can you actually have more than, like, 4 people eventually in a game? Like, is it unlimited on the amount of cottages you can theoretically, like, fit into the little farm area? Oh, so there is a mod where you can ignore the 4-player limit. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I kind of wish that too, Zaz, where essentially it's like almost like a cloud system too, right? Where, say, the farm is just on a cloud, and, you know, you can kind of come and go as you please. So essentially, say Avis is online and Avis wants to play, like, on the farm. Avis can go in, jump in, start, you know, fiddling around with the farm, and then all of a sudden, if Zaz or I come online, you know, we can jump in or jump out, you know. It would be nice if it was a little bit more like free flow, but I mean, whatever, right? Okay, so I don't think I needed a bullhead for it. Okay, lakefish. Oh no, I do need a bullhead. I need a sturgeon, a carp, and a largemouth bass. Okay, so I got the bullhead. Yeah, it's too bad you can't put them in from here, but I mean, I guess I understand that. And the chub, I think I needed the chub somewhere else. I think I needed the chub somewhere else. Like, somewhere, like, obscure. Like, is there another spot where I might need a chub, Avis? That sounds so horrible. I could have sworn that there was another spot, though. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Field research bundle. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so I'll have to... You know what? I think I've got... Where do I have that other chest? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put that other chest over here. And then essentially the other chest is going to be what I use to put all my... like all my community chest items in that I've kind of figured out that I need to keep separate. So there's a chub... the bullhead we need to keep separate. To take, we need to take, what was there? There was quartz we needed to take, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's a crab we need to take. Honey we need to take. What else was there? What else is there we needed to take? Yeah, there was quartz we had to take. Might as well take one of the bronze bars as well, I guess. Actually, no, we can upgrade a weapon with, or we can upgrade a tool with all 5 of those, so we'll use that. So quartz, crab, honey, and then what else was there? I think that's it. Yeah, so that'll be our next trip to the community center. Yeah, that would be really neat. That would be really neat, Zaz, if it was just like town after town after town, almost like a Sim City type of thing too, where the town's almost interconnected, so you could do like trading and stuff like that between the different towns or different farms. So one farm could maybe be cropping like, you know, one thing and another farm cropping something else. That'd be really neat. Okay. I guess we can sell everything else at this point. All our other fish. We don't need any of the other fish, I don't think. Yeah. So we've got this started at least here. So now when we're going back to the community center, at least we can just pull all that stuff out and just start dropping it back into the community center as we need it. Oh, we also needed a nautilus shell. I remember that was one of the items as well. Pretty sure red mushroom we needed as well. And then what else was there? Parsnips and potato. Pretty sure we have both of those. Oh, maybe not. I thought I had those. Oh, I guess not. Well, especially for me too, Avis, because like I said, like, I'm so horribly scatterbrained that in a lot of cases you've noticed, like, I'll leave to go to the community center and I'm like, oh, I've got, you know, XYZ different items and stuff like that. And then I take off to the community center when I know that I've got a bunch of different items that I could take as well at the same time. So that's why I try and keep my chest as organized as I can. But I mean, it's hard, right? Oh. That's one thing. I wish you could lock items down. I always misclick on items. Okay. So now, let's get back to the fishing. Let's get back to that lake. We'll go back and do some lake fishing again, I think. Now that we've cleared out our bags a little bit, we can sell those off. It's nice and early, so we'll get a good early... Oh, actually, you know what we're going to do too? Before I forget, we're going to trade out the axe for the hoe, because that was a good tip. So for anyone that doesn't realize, you can actually interact with the worms on the ground if anyone's new to Stardew Valley. By using a hoe, you can actually like dig up the worms and get really useful items. Like I actually just got this, where is it? The chicken statue recently. Where's that cute little chicken statue? Oh, you have to donate it to the museum. Oh, okay. So actually I should throw that in, maybe I'll throw that in the community center chest. I'll make that as like kind of almost like a quest chest maybe. And that'll be a good system actually. Oh, upgrade the pickaxe. Oh, okay, good tip, Avis. Appreciate that. Because that's something I can kind of do while I'm sitting in the thing fishing. And actually, you know what I could probably do? I should probably, now that I'm at it, I should probably finish using the copper, and I might actually be able to upgrade maybe a second one. I don't think I have quite enough, but I'm catching on. Slowly learning, right? Slowly learning. Slowly learning. It's a long process with this game. Like I say, like, there's so much to it. So much to it. It's like Minecraft, right? Like, I'll be honest, in Minecraft, for the most part, I was the adventurer, like I've said. I was the one that went out with you know, the handful of maps, and I plotted, you know, the map and everything with my boat. And I would go out and forage and everything, where my buddy, he was like the crafter, he was the builder, he was the miner, right? I was just the muscle of the group. Yeah! Where's my treat, Avis? Where's my... I want a treat! No, it's awesome though. Like, honestly, I appreciate it so much. Like I said, like, Stardew Valley for me, I almost want it to be like, I know this might come off like the wrong way or something, but I want it to be kind of like a background game for me where I can kind of put it on autopilot and stuff like that, have some fun in it and everything, and just be able to mainly like chat and stuff like that, have a good time with the viewers in the morning time, right? Make sure everyone has a good start to their day. No, Avis, no. Don't think like I don't appreciate it in this game. Like, if any game, like, I really appreciate it in this game. Hey, did I not bring the rest of my bars with me? That's weird. I thought I grabbed the rest of my bars. Okay, well, we'll go back for a quick second and grab the rest of our copper bars. I thought I already grabbed them. But no, Avis, I appreciate all the help all the time, and from anyone else all the time. You know, if anyone else has something to pipe in with to help me out along my Stardew Valley trek, you know, by all means, drop it in chat. I love getting tips, you know, different tricks and stuff like that, because I am so new at the game, right? We're gonna keep the wood on us too, because I don't know where that bridge is. I kind of lost track of where that bridge was we have to fix. And I guess we might as well sell this stuff, right? We've got all of these already filled out in the community center. We don't need them otherwise, from what Avis says. So we should be good to go otherwise. So we'll get rid of those, and then we'll pop over to the blacksmith, get that fixed up. Left tree in your Discord. Oh, you're a sweetheart, Avis. Oh, it's so true, Zaz. You know what's funny too? It's like original World of Warcraft too, right? Like when they used to say, like back in the day with classic World of Warcraft, go find 5 wolf pelts. Okay. Can you give me a hint on where I might want to start looking for those wolf pelts? Right? And let's be honest, like that's the way MMOs used to work, because I remember back in the day, UO was the same way. You picked your character selection, like, so we're going to talk a little bit about Ultima Online here for a second, because that's what I would really like to be our next community game, because I think that would be such a fun community game to play. Other big thing, it's free. Other big thing, it's from like the mid-90s, so it'll run on like virtually any computer system at this point. Thanks, Clint. You're the man. But Ultima Online, essentially you just get dropped into the map wherever you so choose, and you get to start off with essentially 3 skills, and you go to town. You just are there. There's no real hand-holding in it. There's no quest line to it at all. You virtually just do what you want. If you want to go out and mine some lumber, you go out and harvest trees and chop down trees for a little bit and build up your lumberjacking skill. If you want to go mine for ore, you go mining and build up your mining skill. It's very, very open world and fluid is the way I would describe it. You do something and your skill goes up based on how often you do it, right? I've actually got Ultima Online in the background macroing a little bit here because I wanted to make sure that like once we jump into the game, if anyone wants like, you know, a sword or something like that, I can at least supply that to them. But I think Ultima Online would be such a fun game to play as a community game. So anyone that wants to look into it, we're probably going to play on the Shard Ultima Online Renaissance. And what I'll do is I'll drop the link in my Discord so that we can all start characters that way. I think it'd be fun if we all started newbie characters together. But if anyone wants to, like, you know, get a head start, that would be fun too. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to pause this for a quick second. Bro, in vanilla, I refuse to quest without add-ons. It's so true, right? Like, it was almost painful. Where is she? Somewhere in Azeroth. Azeroth is only theoretically, you know, hours big that you have to, you know, look through, right? Hey, Mads, how's it going, bud? Glad you could drop in. I guess I have to warn you, Avis. Careful with that, right? Careful with that talk. You know what though? Okay, so just for a heads up too. Because actually Ozzy did let me know about the new stipulations with the terminology and everything like that. Essentially, the way it works is you can still kind of joke about the term simp and everything like that, but you can't use it essentially in a directed or derogatory way. So, you know, if you want to, you know, use it essentially in essentially, or the way I'm understanding it through their terms and conditions, if you want to use it in a way, say like to explain yourself, like I simp for ice fishing or something like that, you're probably not going to get in trouble for that, but you can't like allow someone to use it as like an attack word, right? Which I think is pretty fair, right? You know, it should be a term to use, you know, almost as an endearing term, you know, between you know, people, right? In my opinion, anyways. But back to chat at hand. But no, I did just want to address that there real quick because I did make a joke about that, Avis, and I apologize for joking about that. But I mean, like, you know, I'm trying to stay as, you know, PC as I can with everything, but from what I've read, I think you're allowed to joke about it. You just can't kind of, like I said, like attack someone with it. Oh, that's good, Mads. I'm really glad. You better believe it. I'll definitely be hitting the rink and the slopes in a little bit. At this point here, it's only what? It's 9 o'clock here. Chances are like my house is probably up at this point, but they're still, you know, getting into the day and everything, you know, getting the day going and everything. So it'll probably be a little bit before I actually start hitting up the hill. But we definitely will be hitting that up in a little bit. I'm super excited for that. Actually, I don't know if anyone caught it. I actually had a bunch of neighborhood kids actually stop by and they were using the hill as well, which is, I mean, that just made my day. Oh no, and just to come back to it again, like I said, Zaz, I'm almost positive, like I said, I'm almost positive, and I'll even say it myself, like, the way I'm reading into the terms and conditions, and I mean, I've read through it, I've researched it, or, you know, researched it, but I've read through other people's reviews on it too, that are really big into the business side of thing, like, shout out again to, like, Devin Nash. Anyone who wants, like, any, like, information on streaming, he is, like, he's the wiki of streaming. But anyways, you're allowed to use the simp term. You can't use it in a derogatory way. Like, again, like, I'm allowed to say, like, I simp for, like, video games or something like that. But I can't, like, use it towards a viewer or to tear someone down for it, right? Like, you're allowed to joke about it and use it, but you can't, I guess it's not what you say, it's the way you say it is the best way to kind of, like, sum that up, right? But I just wanted to, like, kind of, like, sum that up, right? Because, like I say, like, I want people to feel comfortable that they can joke in here and stuff like that and have a good time and everything. And I don't want people to feel like, they're, like, especially from me and stuff like that they're being censored and everything, right? Because at the same time, too, like, I don't have any affiliate status or anything like that at this point. So, it's not like you're going to take away any, monetization or anything from me, right? I'm here for the viewers at this point. I'm here for all you folks at home, right? Having a good time, hopefully teaching some people maybe here or there, especially with chat, right? Like, if you're new to Stardew Valley, hang out and chat for a little bit and you will definitely pick some tips up. Oh, excuse me. And of course, I do my tech talks. I'm trying to still do them every Monday night, so I believe I'm going to do a Q&A session tonight. I'm going to, like, go away for the day and stuff like that, and then come back tonight and do a quick Q&A session tonight for the viewers, which I think could be really fun. Oh, and Avis too, I am doing some research on some different controllers, alternative control methods and stuff like that. So definitely in the future, stay tuned to the Tech Talk for that, because I am doing some research on that, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun to cover that, because there's a lot of advancements in what you can actually do and use. Hey Alexa, do you like to play video games?
I don't have an opinion.
She likes to play video games, trust me. She doesn't have an opinion, but she likes to. And wire up a potato? Actually, it's funny. If I'm not mistaken, are you talking about basically homeless? Because that was actually, okay, so just for heads up before, like, to kind of foreshadow into the alternative control methods and everything like that, there's a great YouTuber, if anyone wants to check them out, that I've been doing a lot of viewing on recently. And if I'm not mistaken, they go by Basically Homeless. And essentially, their whole YouTube channel is alternative controller methods. Using Alexa to control games, at one point he uses one of those little, like, remote control robots on, I want to say it's a Wii pad of some sort to control movement and shooting. Like, it's hilarious what this guy does with his setups and everything. And what were we going to do here? I kind of lost my train of thought on what we were going to do. Oh, right. We were going to go. It's funny. I got distracted. See, I'm so distracted all the time. We got distracted by the fact we upgraded our pickaxe that I forgot we were going to do fishing today as well. So what we'll do is we'll go fishing really quick here for a little bit. Wait, where are we here? Yeah, we still got to do some lake fishing. So we got to go north here real quick. We won't be able to fish for too long, but at least we'll get a couple of casts in here. Make a potato controller. I don't know. Oh, did I go a wrong way? Whatever. I'll just do some river fishing, whatever, just to get. Oh, okay. Apparently this river's too small to max cast in. We'll go right here. Just catch some fish, whatever we catch. Who cares? Just to eat up the day, because it's already 6:40, right? We'll start our fishing in the actual lake tomorrow. But yeah, there's so many different things you can do with controllers, different haptic suits that you can wear now. I have done some coverage on that with my VR, like virtual reality coverage, and where I think like the future of offices is going to go and stuff like that. But there is some really neat advancements in controller technology, haptic technology. The future is here, people. The future is here, and it's really neat. Yeah, see, use a Guitar Hero controller. I've seen some people use like PC steering wheels as a controller for like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Essentially turning, and then what is it? I think it was gas and brake for looking up and down or something like that. Like, it was really neat. And then the levers were for forward and back. It's really neat what you can do with, alternative controllers and stuff like that, right? So what did everyone get up to this weekend, by the way, too? I keep coming back to this, but I had such a fun, fun-filled weekend that I want to hear what everyone else's weekend was like. Like, my girlfriend and I, it was funny. We kept making the joke, because my girlfriend's son visits his dad every weekend, right? So we made the joke that when the kids go away, the parents play. Because essentially my girlfriend and I, both Saturday night and Sunday afternoon, we're on the toboggan hill, just tobogganing the two of us without any kids or anything. So if any of our neighbors were watching, they were probably just killing themselves laughing. Here were two fuddy-duddies on the hill, tobogganing in the backyard on their kid's sled. Oh, it was so much fun. Really? No way. Like, he actually won the game on a modded potato? So was the potato his rig, or the potato was his controller's as? Because I know I've seen the one where he mods, I've seen a video where essentially they mod a toaster to be a computer. And then it's funny too, because they pretty much just fill a toaster with computer parts. But then they realize, like, wait a second, we've taken out the fact that it toasts at the same time as gaming. So they kind of like have to change things up by making sure that it toasts at the same time. So they have to like reinvent it. It's really super entertaining. Oh, come on. Let's get this guy. Let's get this biter. This guy's a fighter. Come on, fighter. We got you, bud. He drops up, he drops down. He drops up, he drops down. Anticipate. Come on. Look at this guy. He just doesn't want to stay in that zone, folks. Oh, that was a close one. Ooh, congrats, Zaz. Item level to 188. Always good. I'm still sitting at like level 55. I feel so bad. Like, I've played so many other games, and I've almost started other games too, like Paladins and stuff, and I feel bad for World of Warcraft, but I really have to start jumping back into that game. I feel like maybe World of Warcraft could be a decent one for in the morning times too, because especially with leveling, I can just kind of put myself on autopilot and still be really chatty for you folks and stuff like that. Because like I said, that's what I want in the morning time. I don't want to be like so immersed in the game like with Overwatch or Paladins and stuff like that I'm not as chatty and everything, and I can't keep up with the messages. Hey Alexa. No, you know what? I can't actually like play like songs right. Like I was coming up to the top there again with messages and stuff, but I can't actually play like songs like that, right? And just to come back up to that, because I missed a message there, Avis, I know that Alexa is selling my personal information. Whatever. She's not going to get much for it, right? Data mining is the wave of the future, right? All my information's already online willingly, so Alexa can steal what she wants.
She wants you's performers are Billy Piper and Dara Rollins.
I think it's funny when she's listening to me like that randomly and she just picks up on what I'm saying. Oh, you went out because it was snowing in your city for the first time in years? That's beautiful. I love the look of like fresh laid snow and everything like that. It looks so sterile, like so sterile and clean and everything. Like, it's so nice. And you know what's weird too? Because I was pointing it out to my girlfriend one time. How silent everything gets in the snow as well. Because snow is a really good insulator, right? So when you actually like stop and kind of like I know it's going to sound weird. When you stop and actually like listen to the snow, it's virtually silent. Well, for me anyways, because I'm out in the country, right? I'm not sure about, in the city for you, Avis, or whatnot. But out in the country here, it's virtually silent when, there's a really heavy snowstorm, because the snow just blocks out all the ambient noise around you and everything like that. It's really neat. Oh, and we're going to make it to the bedtime on time. All right. Chop, chop, chop it down. Oh, so he used a potato as a controller. Oh, okay. See, I've seen the one where he uses the toaster as the actual system, but I don't know if I've seen it where he uses the potato as a controller. That's funny. No, don't worry. Like I said, Zaz, even what I feel bad for is even when I'm going inside a lot of nights, behind the scenes, what I've been doing is trying to work on like my Ultima Online account for the community gaming day in the future and everything like that, so that when people want to jump into Ultima Online, which I think is a good one because, like I said, it kind of offers that cloud playability like we were talking about before. But I wanted to get at least like a little bit of a foothold in Ultima Online for the community. So if someone jumps in and is like, hey, Heels, like, I can't figure this out, how do I do this? I can at least like, hey, you need this or you need this, and I can at least provide them with what they need, kind of thing. So I wanted to get a little bit of a foothold in that. So I put like World of Warcraft on the back burner. But now that I've got my character pretty much ready in Ultima Online, I'll probably start playing World of Warcraft when I get offline and stuff inside again and everything, to start leveling my characters up for sure. Because also too, I really want to level up my druid too. That's one thing I've said right from the beginning. I want to level up my druid quicker. I'll be honest, Avis, I've played a lot of years with WoW. With WoW, it's one of those things where it's not so much that I need like my handheld in the game. I don't focus. Like, a lot of the times I'll just sit in the game and kind of like this, like, I'll be listening to music or watching a TV show in the background. I know what I need to do and how to achieve it. It's just I don't do it and apply myself to it, because it's usually in the background and, doing chores in the house or whatever else. But I'm sure Zaz definitely is the leg up in World of Warcraft from me, I'm sure. You know what's funny too, Zaz, that you bring that up? Because I have mentioned this many times before, because I mean, like, with tech talk and everything, I hold myself as a somewhat techie person. And I've made this point so many times. Okay, so when you're talking about like these smart home systems and everything like that, when you're talking about Xbox, Kinect and everything, essentially any system like that works on a voice recognition system. I've made the argument many times before. We're pausing it here for a quick second because I want to chat to you guys real quick here. I've made the argument many times before that why realistically do these voice recognition AI systems need to actually know who's speaking? And what I mean by this is when you're researching, like, for an example, like Project Connect or something like that. Project Connect, if I'm not mistaken, has up to 250 different voices that it can differentiate and recognize, right? Why does an AI computer system need to know who is telling the system, Xbox, turn on, Xbox, watch this, Xbox, play this, right? It really shouldn't matter, because at the core, it's not like the system will, for an example, at least from my readings or research, the system isn't smart enough to actually go, oh, okay, Andrew said this, well, I need to log into Andrew's profile. It's still the default profile and everything. So all it's really doing is like recording data based on Andrew, likes eating dry cereal as a snack. Andrew doesn't drink coffee. Andrew drives a Hyundai vehicle. They're virtually making like a verbal profile on me in my system, right? And it can do that for up to 250 different people. So that's my, paranoid theory thing on that, right? Is why do these AI systems need voice recognition? Because in most systems, they're not smart enough to actually recognize to create a profile for the voice in terms of what they offer the user, but it's almost like on the the back end, like they've created, you know, a data profile for that user, but there's no benefit to me. I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but yeah. Oh, so apparently too, I was just reading. Apparently they can't use any conversations on you unless it has to do with terrorism. So let's just not, you know, have to do anything with terrorism. We won't have to worry about our conversations or about any of this data mining, right? And you know what's crazy? Just to come back to this point again, if anyone is really interested in really good documentaries or interesting watches or anything like that, go out and watch the movie The Great Hack. Essentially what it is exactly what we're talking about. Data and the value of data has now surpassed the value of gold, oil, virtually any natural resource that we have on the face of the earth. So virtual data, which translates into information on people, is now more valuable than the natural resources that can actually run out and that are finite, which is, in my head, crazy to think about. Companies will pay more for information and data on users than they will for oil and non-renewable sources. Think about that for a minute, folks. Think about that for a minute. And the Great Hack deals with a lot of those things. Deals with Cambridge Analytica, one of the companies actually doing a lot of the data mining and everything going on behind the scenes. Very, very interesting stuff. And it's not, oh, this is, you know, a lot of like paranoia in it. This is actual factual things that people that worked for the company have come out and said themselves too. So it's a really neat documentary, and it's not a mockumentary. It is a documentary. Oh no, and I realize like that Zaz too, like there is limitations on what they can provide, but I just think it's funny that on their end, realistically, they've got these, you know, what I'm viewing anyways as profiles on us, but really there's no benefit on the user's side, right? Like I think, but you're right, like as a tech guy, you know, just to come back to that, as a tech guy, there's a few reasons. One, because the system isn't designed for a situation by situation basis, right? Meaning that its functionality is meant to work for everyone that is being said, which is true. But at the same time too, isn't it kind of easy to do that? I mean, because for an example, my phone, when I pick up my phone, recognizes my face, right? And can sign me into my profile. So why can't my Xbox sign me into my voice profile, right? To benefit the user, right? Is I don't know. It seems like something easy to program and code, from my knowledge, but again, maybe it's more difficult than I originally thought, right? Yeah, just bringing up the word, right, Avis? Just mentioning the word is enough to actually make people monitor me and everything like that, right? Okay, this might be a good point here. It also means that if parental controls are set up on a device, for instance, only allowed an hour on the Xbox, if it knows the child turned the Xbox on, it can start the timer, and that's just one instance in which it's useful. Exactly, see? Like a user-based profile, right? Is really beneficial for the user. And if they're creating, like, coming back to Avis's point, if they're not going to actually pay me for mining my data, at least make it beneficial for me on a user interface standpoint, for me to benefit from them having a profile on me. So at least in the future, you know, like I realize targeted ads are already a thing and everything like that. But at least when I'm talking to my Alexa and stuff like that, and, you know, it recognizes my voice, it should already know that if I say, for an example, play a game or something, I'm not going to activate it. But if I tell it to play a game, it should bring up my profile and know what games I already want to play, right? At least to benefit me if they're going to data mine me on their side anyways, right? But Zaz, it should be relatively easy to code that, in my opinion, no? Yeah, the NSA that's scanning us guy right now. What's your favorite video game? All of a sudden my screen goes black and like something like Fallout comes up or something like that, right? The problem is if you don't use the features, then it's useless for you. But the thing is, Zaz, it's already useless for me. Do you know what I mean? Voice recognition is already useless for the user. So even if there's a utilization by the user or not, to have it there, it's kind of one of those like it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it situations. At least offer it to the people that are going to utilize it if they're going to data mine me anyways, right? It is the way I kind of look at things, right, Zaz? You're totally right. The things that seem easiest are usually the hardest. No, you're totally right. I feel like the ease of use features are the targeted side of it. And I feel like ad revenue generators abuse the ease of use systems for their own purpose. Oh no, you're totally right. But just to turn things around too, there's been a lot of studies that actually show that targeted ads are what, like 10 times more likely to generate revenue than a non-targeted ad, right? So for these companies to spend X amount of money on data instead of resources in a lot of cases could be a really good investment, right? Like not to sound creepy or anything, it would almost be like me researching, say, like 100,000 people and figuring out, you know, their perfect streamer, right? And then hammering out those 100,000 people to gain them, right? As followers or viewers, if that makes sense. Because like I said, targeted ads and everything are apparently like at least, you know, 10 times more likely to generate revenue or interest, right? It's crazy the turnaround. No, you're right. Sometimes, Avis, like, it is a little bit ridiculous. Like, why you just bought a lamp. Why is it still suggesting lamps, right? The smart targeted ad would be the follow-up for that. What they should be advertising you is smart bulbs, extension cords, virtually any accessory that goes along with a lamp at that point, right? But don't worry, that's not far off. Right now we've got targeted ads. In the future, we're going to have foreshadowing and forethought targeted ads where, again, if you've researched ABC, it's going to all of a sudden start suggesting XYZ too, right? It's going to be crazy. But yeah, it's funny the way it works right now, right? Where, like you said, you know, you've bought one item and all of a sudden it's suggesting 20 other items of the exact same thing. And it's like, well, I just bought the toilet I wanted, so do I need another toilet? Like, are you telling me I made the wrong decision about my toilet purchase? Oh, we're going to drop the prehistoric rib off in the chest here, so we can take that. I'm almost positive I've got a rusty spur in there already, but I'm going to take that anyways, just in case. And then we've got some fish to sell. And I hope everyone's enjoying the paranoia talk that we have going on here. It's quite fun at times, eh? Like I said, I kind of wanted to do like just kind of like a just chatting session this morning. Like start off the week right. Kind of go back to the grassroots of, like, you know, how we started off the stream playing Stardew Valley, just really super like chilled out kind of in the background and, you know, really focusing on the viewers and stuff like that, right? As an IT guy, I have plenty of paranoia. It's true, eh? Too much time spent on the internet, right? Like my girlfriend always jokes about it. She's always like, Andrew, you read too much. Starts polluting the brain after a while, right? But at the other side too, like, there's been a lot of times where, you know, you get like the clickbait, especially on like things like Facebook and stuff like that, right? Where if you take something at face value, you could be really, really misled. So there's been a lot of times where my reading has helped me in a lot of cases too, right? You know, you see something at face value and you're like, oh my God, and, you know, the red flags all of a sudden start to go off and stuff like that. But then when you actually start to research it more, you realize, you know what? For one, it didn't even have anything to do with the catch, like the clickbait catch line, and 2, it's not that big a deal, right? Boom, 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 boom. I have seen things no one should see. Isn't that what the internet's all about? That's the reason why I think half the people are on the internet, to see things people aren't supposed to see. As bad as that sounds, but it's true. Personally, I'm on the internet to play video games, have a good time, but yeah, there's a lot of that going on too. I've always seen that techie guys are the ones that will buy smart everything. IT guys are the ones that would shoot even their printer if they made the wrong noise. You know, it's funny. It's true, right? Like, I consider myself like probably more techie than like IT. I'll be totally honest. I just like trying things out. Like seeing if something, like, even for an example, like with the Alexa smart speaker and stuff like that. Like, I have no, like, you know, desire to really integrate it into my house or anything like that. But I thought, for one, it'd be kind of funny to play around with, and 2, like, I wanted to see what all the hype was about, right? Everyone's talking about them, and in a lot of cases too, I do a lot of like Q&A sessions on like my Facebook page and stuff like that, trying to help out my friends and stuff like that with questions they might have about systems or different tech things. So I always try and branch out and diversify my knowledge, right? Because I'd even like to get a Google Home too, just to know the 2 different systems, because they apparently work differently. Oh. Yeah, can you imagine making something like this in hopes to, in hopes that man uses it to better the planet, and now we have TikTok and Snapchat? Facts, if my face camper stream lights up randomly, it gets shot. It's so true though, right? Like, but at the same time too, like, the internet is one of those things where it's just like anything else. If utilized properly, it's a great tool, right? So, I mean, you don't have to watch cat videos online, or you don't have to watch, you know, funny dance videos online. I mean, you can get around it, right? But you're right, yeah. You know, the people inventing these things are just like rolling in their grave when they find out how they could potentially be utilized, right? Snapchat is really good for dealing drugs. I could see that, you know, because isn't Snapchat the one, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never actually used Snapchat before, but Snapchat is the one where essentially, like, when you send it to someone, it's only visible for one to that user you've sent it to, and it's almost like a self-destruct message, right? Where after, say, 15 to 20 seconds of being viewed, it, like, just deletes itself, right? You might, but literally billions of dollars of the use currency is spent on maintaining servers for these cat videos and nudes. So it's so true, right, Zaz? It's so true. Well, like I was saying, data itself is surpassing the value of everything else, right? And you know what's funny? Quick washroom break here I'm gonna take. But on that note, I have a really good kind of segue / quote that I want to come back to and kind of discuss when we come back. Because speaking on that note, of kind of, you know, like the value of things and stuff like that, I want to break something down when I come back that I think is really interesting. But one second, I just have to go to the washroom here real quick. I'm gonna drop some more stars here before we go to the washroom, of course, so everyone can hopefully get some stars and get yourself some heels bucks. Everyone, exclamation jump to get some heels bucks. Oh, I think Ozzy, if I'm not mistaken, is lurking, so I'm going to help him out by kind of shooting him through some stars here. Boo! Oh, that was a good jump for him. Holy jumping, 50 stars. Okay, 1 second, I'll be right back, folks. You'll be able to see outside here for a quick second. Actually really nice out, wow. All right. Hopefully everyone's jumping here. We're going to get some people jumping up here. Let's get some people jumping here. Boom. Oh, just before the stars explode, we're going to drop some more stars. Okay, so back to what I was going to talk about before was... Okay, so if anyone watched Game of Thrones, it's not going to spoil anything. So, I mean, you have plenty of time to catch up, I guess, at this point, if you haven't caught up for Game of Thrones. That's been out for multiple years at this point. But Varys, I don't know I forgot the pronunciation, but Varys had one of the best quotes on that show, in my opinion. And essentially what it was is... And I'm probably not going to quote it properly, but essentially the breakdown was, I learned at a young age the value of someone's closet is greater than the value of their purse. And what that essentially means is, information on someone is more valuable than the actual currency that they carry, they own, anything that they possess, right? Because with information, you control the person, you control their currency, you control everything about them, essentially, right? And coming back to the fact of, what we've kind of been talking about today, of data surpassing value of everything else in the world. Finally, the world is realizing that point in itself. And I think that was a very glaring look at the way the world is going in real life. Because if you look at Game of Thrones, and I know I'm really nerdy and stuff like that, and I'm really like I really analyze things and break things down and stuff like that. But I think Game of Thrones was almost like a mirrored image of, like the way we war amongst ourselves, right? Where realistically, like, and I hate to use this as a perfect example because this is really going to kind of like, oh my God, right? Think about Game of Thrones and Westeros, right? And think about it in terms of actually the way the map is laid out, okay? Westeros is, I hate to say this, but Westeros is North America, right? And right now in the world, there's the greater good or the greater bad, right? Like the ultimate evil, which would be like the White Walkers, right? And even in our current state, we can't seem to put, like these tiny petty little wars aside to battle the ultimate evil in the world, to then come back to our own petty little issues, right? And information is being utilized in so many different ways right now, that is both scary and good. And just to wrap things up, because I don't want to go on about this too long, but like it's wild what's going on across the map, where data is finally being utilized more than anything else. And you're going to see a very interesting world moving forward, right? Zaz. Oh, it's so true. Like, even to bring that up, Avis, there was actually one time my mom had probably one of the scariest, like viruses on her computers that I've ever seen. Essentially what it was this virus that was utilizing her webcam and stuff like that. And essentially it was a quick little thing, and it looked very legit to someone that wouldn't really think about it. But essentially, like, it was essentially a breakdown of... It was a police page stating to my mom that she was being flagged for some type of nefarious act online and stuff like that. And it was actually utilizing her webcam to like record her, to show her that they were recording what she was doing and stuff like that, which was just kind of like a live like mirror cam, right? Anyways, essentially what the email was alluding to was the fact that if she paid them, say, X amount of dollars, I think it was $200 or $300, she would be taken off this list. So it was like a get out of jail free type of thing. And the sad part is I'm sure people fall for that type of stuff, right? You know, my mom being that type, like, oh, Andrew, you know, this and that and everything else. But it was like probably one of the most legit things I've ever seen, in terms of the breakdown, what they were utilizing in the virus, because they were utilizing her webcam and stuff. It was really neat. Oh yeah, no doubt. Like that happens a lot too. Like even I get a lot of emails essentially from, and I mean you wouldn't really notice it, but from like A.M. like, and it's Amazon, right? And they're trying to essentially tell me, oh, because they know everyone's like buying mad stuff on Amazon right now, right? So they know that this is a very common thing for people to be like, oh my God, like I did just buy something from Amazon. I need to see my statement. Amazon statement? What's a statement from Amazon? Amazon doesn't give you a statement. It's not a financial institution, but I've been getting a lot of statements recently in email form from Amazon telling me that they have my Amazon statement ready for me to view. And again, they're just looking for my information, right? It's really too bad that people fall for that stuff, but people fall for it all the time. Oh, that's so awesome, Zaz. That's so awesome. I'm glad. You know what? You are the type of person where you should do like your stream based around just scamming scammers. Like every time you get called or something and like you have like a scammer, you should just like beat them in and record it. That would be awesome, man. I would love that. See, exactly. Amazon pretty much tells you, hey, your stuff's on the way. Hey, it's been delivered. Bye-bye. Have a great life. There's no Amazon statements or anything like that. So for anyone getting these emails, those are bogus emails and they're fishing for information. It's the same thing as we've been discussing the whole time. Information is very valuable nowadays. So I love it when you see online people filling out like these questionnaires like, what Star Trek character do you most closely represent? Or, you know, what Disney princess would you be best friends with if you were a Disney character? And essentially all that is finding out and mining data points for you and information about you. Because when you start answering questions, that's information that they want. When they ask you, if this happened and this happened, what would you do? Essentially, that is a tipping point that, again, in the movie The Great Hack, they actually talk about and deal with, which a tipping point is essentially the point in which someone reads or intakes information and actually changes their opinion, right? Because there's a lot of people in society now that are essentially what they would refer to as fence sitters. They don't know and don't have an opinion on a lot of the things going on in the world right now. So something very simple like one statement or one video can change their opinion about something. So those are the people generally targeted by these ads and things like that, right? But I feel like I'm just rambling on about this now, but it's so interesting, I find. Data mining and everything like that. It's super, super interesting. Whoa, we got another one of these fighters, eh? Oh, great. But yeah, I could go on for so long about this stuff, realistically. And I feel bad. Watch, this fish is just gonna he's gonna string us on the whole time and we're gonna lose him right at the last minute. Watch. I think that's what happened last time with one of these fish. They're super tricky to catch. Like, what type of fish is this? And he's gonna drop right back down. Then slowly bounce up. Then drop back down. Holy cripes, come on. Come on, let's get this fish. We're gonna be sitting here all day fighting this guy. Won't he just tire out eventually? No, right? Come on, man, seriously? Yeah, we got him! We got him! Oh, sturgeon! Awesome, we actually needed one of those if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive that was one of the fish that we actually needed for our book. Oh, I love watching the people, like the videos of the scammers scamming scammers. Scammers scammers. That's a tongue twister, but yeah, I love those videos. They're so awesome, Avis. You know what's funny? A lot of people have Avis, but Zaz. A lot of people do those surveys, but that was actually one of the things covered in the Great Hack. Was they say okay, so for a perfect example, just to break down essentially where the video kind of starts off, right? Okay, so before the birth of social media and the internet, technically, there's privacy acts, right? Where all this information that companies want to utilize is illegal to obtain, right? Because you can't, spy on someone to get this information. But here comes the birth of social media, where people are willing to give up this information. And they want to give up the information, right? So all of a sudden, all these companies waiting and trying to figure out a way, how can we get this information? How can we get targeted information on people without spying on them? Facebook, oh my God, wait a second. So you're telling me that there's actually a program that's gonna do this for us and people are going to enjoy doing it and spend time doing it for us for free? So essentially what the movie is about is kind of like saying Facebook and social media was the tipping point for data mining and everything like that, right? Without social media and Facebook, there wouldn't be data mining because it is technically illegal. But when people are willing to give you that information, nothing illegal about it, right? It's crazy how it works. And again, it's wild to research and to read about, and it's really fascinating stuff. That being said, a good bit of info comes from the dark. You know what's funny too, actually, Zaz? I've said that and made that point before too, right? Sometimes the best information is the information you shouldn't have in a lot of cases, right? Before everything started breaking out and everything like that, I was reading about, COVID-19 before it was COVID-19, right? When you were still hearing about speculations and, this might be happening and that might be happening, and I mean, now it's happening, right? So, yeah, it's really interesting. If you know where to look, there's some great information, right? And that's another point we were talking about today too with the internet, was it's one of those tools where if utilized properly, it can be great, right? There's the cat videos and everything like that, but there's some great stuff on the internet too, right? Come on, let's get this. Fishing away in the fish hut. Fishing away in the fish hut. Yeah, people spy on themselves, right? That's it. And yes, I did need a sturgeon. That's what I thought, Avis. I thought I needed one. You know what, though? Let's be honest with Zuckerberg and stuff like that. All kidding aside and stuff like that, when you're being thrown that much money and I don't know. Is it his fault? Is it his fault? No. In my opinion, it's not. I mean, again, the platform is there. People choose how to utilize it, right? But that's kind of, I guess, my opinion on the matter. Because my Facebook is more... as weird as it sounds, I don't post a lot of stuff, I guess, about my family and everything like that. It's more, well, for one, it's more about me. And I have more, I guess, reposts and information on my Facebook than if I go on vacation, I don't post all my vacation pictures or something like that. I might post, like I think I went to Niagara a couple of years ago, and I posted like maybe 1 or 2 pictures because I thought the pictures themselves were really neat. But I'm not going to post, like me hanging out in the wax museum or, me going on the Ferris wheel and stuff like that, right? It's not like it really matters if I did post those, but I kind of choose not to. Yeah, see, I kind of agree with that too, Zaz. Like, I've made that point with my dad too before. I always think it's funny that like my dad's always like, like, because he watches mainstream media, right? And I hope I don't offend anyone by this, but I mean, I think it's funny that my dad's like, oh, well, I watch the news and this and that, and I'm kind of like, well, like, you're watching what someone's feeding you, right? And he kind of always questions me, and he's like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I mean, they have a goal and an agenda. I mean, the news has an agenda. They're trying to make money, right? Everyone's trying to make money. And again, he kind of like, kind of questions me on it. And then I say like, well, what broadcast station do you watch? And he says, well, I watch CBC. And I say like, well, what does CBC even stand for in itself? And, well, it's the Canadian Broadcast Corporation. That in itself, it's a corporation. Corporations usually tend to try and make money. At least from what I know, corporations are usually out to try and make money. So if they're trying to make money, is their benefit the first thing they're worrying about, or is your benefit the first thing they're worrying about? Because I don't think it's your benefit they're too concerned about. If you're not the one making the money. Check out the documentary on Zuckerberg. It's actually that's one thing I haven't seen. Which one's that? Are you talking about like not the Facebook one, right? Like kind of like the actual like feature film? Like, are you talking about like an actual... Oh. Are you talking about like an actual like documentary? Oh. Because I think the actual feature film is just called Facebook, right? Oh, we're getting some good sturgeon fishing done here. Holy. Might actually run out of energy today. Every media outlet has a web page online where they post the actual information. Otherwise, they would receive legal action. Go check it out as it's actually here it is. Oh, it's funny. That actually makes sense, right? Because, I mean, there's the story, and then there's the story they tell you, right? My dad always had a saying, like, there's always 3 sides to every story. There's your side, the other side, and then the truth in the middle, right? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, if you go to the actual news station's website too, it's sometimes on there. That makes sense, right? Because like you said, like they almost kind of have to post that stuff for worried for taking care of retractions and everything like that, right? Oh. Missed that one. That's okay. Here they need to tell you the story straight, but then they can spin the details one way or another. Yeah, it's so true, right? And that's exactly it. And that's what my mom always kind of brought me up with. It's not what you say, it's the way you say it, right? And until you're adult and generally mature, like you always kind of like look at and hear that saying, like, and you just roll your eyes, right? But it's very true, and that spins very well into what you're talking about, Avis. There's the story, and then there's how you tell the story, right? Or I guess there's the details, and then there's reading between the lines. Oh, I think I needed a largemouth bass too, so that's really cool that I just fished that up. I think we might almost be able to finish off our next fishing pane here actually, which is really good. See, I have to admit, like, for the most part, from what I can tell, like, Canadian media isn't too bad. We get a good selection in Canada too, because essentially our media is so open. Not so much on my cable television, because I don't, like, I mean, well, me specifically, I have no cable television. But, like, for an example, my parents, they could probably watch news broadcasts from virtually all over the world, right? So we're not censored in terms of what news we can get. And in terms of what gets broadcast in Canada, I have to admit, it's not too bad. It's not like the mass propaganda almost that you get in some areas, right? Like, you see somewhere it's all out, just almost anarchy in their media. Because even, like, for an example, like, actually something I want to bring up, because I was talking about, like, sales and stuff like that earlier. A lot of people don't realize this, but even in Ontario, I don't know about the other provinces in Canada, but in Ontario, even for an example, we actually have a governing body for our used cars and car sales. So essentially, if you want to sell cars in Ontario, you actually have to take essentially a test to sell cars. And if you're a dealership, there's more to it. But there's actually a governing body in Ontario that rules and regulates how you're allowed to sell a car, and even what terminology you're allowed to use to sell a car in your ads, advertising. It's very policed. It's really interesting, but I think it benefits the user in a lot of ways, because the car industry has gotten a lot of heat in the past for being a very, very shady industry. No way, Zaz. No way. No way. Where are you from? I know where you're from, by the way. Oh, man. I don't believe. Pix or it didn't happen, Zaz. Pix or it didn't happen. You have the most straight shooters ever. No, I don't believe. I don't believe. Oh, man, Zaz, that's funny. That's good. I wouldn't have believed it if you didn't tell me, man. I didn't know, living north of the border here, that that's what actually happens. Really? Get out. Oh, that's funny. Oh, no way, Avis. That's really cool. And now, is it just car sales, or is it does it just govern car sales? Because I thought it was really interesting, because I mean, like I said, I've done marine wholesale, I've done a whole bunch of different sales jobs, and the only one that required this was car sales. Marine didn't cover it or require it, which was, I mean, it's still transportation industry, but I guess it's not the same. That was common knowledge. No, man, no, I didn't realize that without you telling me that. You know, it's funny. It's so true, right? Like, two different news stations will be covering the same broadcast and show it in two very different forms. Again, it's not what you say, it's the way you say it, right? That's why in a lot of cases, it's, back to Cambridge Analytica and targeting the fence sitters, it's very dangerous too to do that, right? Because, like, even what it covers is you can buy elections with information. You can buy votes with information. It's a very scary thing to deal with in today's society, right? With how volatile everything can be. Without getting too deep and stuff like that. I don't want to bring down the morning chats and stuff like that, because I want to keep these nice and light for everyone to have a good day. But I think this is a really great topic today and a really great discussion. I would like this discussion to end of its own velation. Oh, I forget what's the quote from Seinfeld. Oh, okay. So it's advertising in general, but there's a branch for vehicles. Oh, okay. So like ours is specifically about cars. Newspaper ads, TV ads, virtually any ad or way that you can sell cars is governed in Ontario quite heavily. And a lot of people don't realize that it's called the OMVIC license. I had to read like a whole textbook and pass a test on it when I sold cars for a while. Yeah, it is true. Like, there is a lot of conflicting beliefs and stuff like that, too. The other point I've brought up, too, like, with a lot of things, too, is, though, again, without bringing too much down and without, tapping on it too much is, one point I brought up is with all this COVID stuff and everything, we are all learning about this in real time. There's no textbook, there's no playbook for this type of thing for the most part. So when they say do this and then they revert and say do that tomorrow, it's not that they're giving us wrong information per se. It's that they're learning in real time too, and we're all just trying to adapt as quickly as we can, right? Especially I've brought up too, like the teachers, like doing e-learning and stuff like that. Like these teachers, man, oh man, like hats off to them. I keep saying this, but seriously, hats off to all the teachers having to do e-learning, the parents having to do it right now and stuff like that. They're trying to teach children like tech support, right? And granted, in a lot of cases, these kids are so tech savvy themselves, they're teaching the teachers. But even still, like it's incredible. They're trying to teach a lesson, then they're trying to break down the tech to teach the lesson. They're trying to learn the tech themselves. They're trying to teach the tech. Hats off, teachers. Seriously, like it's incredible. Did you know that here they can't call Pringles potato chips because they have less than 40% potato content? Really? That's really interesting. So what do they call them then? It's just a snack? Like it's just like a generalized snack, like Pringles, snack food. That'd be really interesting. It's funny to hear the different differences. I'm gonna open it back up again here because we're probably gonna chat here for a couple minutes. It's funny to hear the different terminologies and differences between different areas of the world like that. And even in products themselves, because I've brought up a couple of times traveling to the United States. They'll have the same product as we have here, but it actually tastes different down there because of just different tastes in different regions, right? It's really interesting when you actually start to do much. I'm not a big traveler myself, full disclosure, but it is interesting and neat to think about those things. I think they call it potato flavored snacks. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. And you know what, actually, Zaz? You know what? And again, like this isn't my belief on it or anything like that. This is just something I've kind of thought about the last little while and stuff like that. Because I feel like we're kind of experiencing it in Ontario now. With the numbers and everything like that. I almost feel like you could argue it both ways, because I feel like in a lot of cases now, with people from Ontario, people from Canada in general, what's happening now is I would almost consider it like lockdown fatigue or COVID fatigue, where essentially what's happening now is I find in a lot of cases in Ontario, people are almost getting like sick of the precautions and everything like that because it's taking so long and because we haven't done like full lockdowns or anything. So people are like almost getting more lax now when they're going out and everything, which is almost driving the numbers up quicker now. Like for an example, we're seeing for the longest time we were seeing like low hundreds per day in Ontario, and now we've jumped up to the last time I looked, I think it was roughly sitting at around 38 or 3,900 cases per day, which is clearly a large jump, right? Like we're talking about just pre-Christmas, dealing with, a couple hundred cases a day. And then after December, throughout December, into January, we've been jumping into the thousands, right? So it's a really scary situation, right? And that's the thing I brought up earlier too. There's no playbook regarding this, but history can teach us things, people. Look at the curves of like, for an example, the Spanish flu and stuff like that. The second and third waves are going to be bigger because, for one, you have more people out in those waves that are transferring it and everything like that, because just the numbers themselves have already had a chance to plant themselves. You fall into lockdown fatigue, like I was talking about, and everything. And I mean, I hate to bring it down for a minute, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. Put it that way. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right, Avis. That's the scary part about that mindset. Yeah, yeah. And I've brought this up too. Like, imagine this generation being drafted to war, right? We're being told in most cases to sit at home and relax and chill out on the couch and watch some Netflix and, stay home and, be around your loved ones and enjoy the time and everything like that. And people can't handle that. They can't do that, right? So it's it's unbelievable, that this is happening the way it is. We are literally coddled and swaddled in such a way that is unbelievable nowadays. That, I mean, if internet goes down, people are freaking out, right? Like, imagine, like, even a better example is, imagine this even early 90s, right? Imagine this late 80s. We're even talking about 30 years ago, right? Even take away other variables, right? Even just take away, war or something like that as a variable, and just add in the variable of time and technology, right? Think about how much people would be freaking out if they were told to sit inside and they didn't have internet or flat screen TVs or next gen consoles or virtual reality, or the list goes on and on in the ways that you can entertain yourselves indoors. I can literally go inside right now, and on my 60-inch TV, I can travel to Disney World. I can travel to virtually anywhere in the world I want to and immerse myself in the scenery, the tourism, and it's not enough. But okay, let's move on from here. Let's move on from here. I don't want to keep bringing this down. I always try and have my streams in the morning time like be really positive and stuff. And I feel like this one has had such a good conversation, but the momentum has been so dark. All right, so I will stay in my house for years if I need to, but don't ask me to figure. See, and that's the rub, right? And that's what we're literally being told to do at this point, is enjoy the time with your loved ones. And one quote I thought was really nice is, before you rush back to your priorities, take some time to think about what your priorities actually are that you should be rushing back to, right, folks? That's something that everyone should be considering themselves as well, is don't use this time, utilize this time, let time slow down and use it to better yourselves, to better your family, learn a new skill even, right? Whatever. It's getting so bad the concept of problem solving is out the window. There is only unmitigated panic. Unmitigated. Oh my God, I can't believe unmitigated panic. No, and you're totally right, because even in a lot of cases, I've even and just kind of again to I hope this sums up, but to bring it up again, essentially, like, you're having people posting things on Facebook and stuff like that without even reading the post and stuff like that, and having reactions to things that they don't even know what they're reacting to in a lot of cases. There's so much hysteria going on right now that I think everyone needs to just chill out, back up for a minute, and come back at this with, like, a fresh thought, a chilled out head and stuff like that. Smoke a doob, everyone. Smoke a joint. Just relax. funny thing too, Avis, like even when I talk about a subject like this, I'm still so bubbly and stuff like that that it doesn't like if you were to like mute the mic right now, you'd think I was talking about sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows right now, right? Oh, so here's a good message. Okay, so let me see if... Okay, I'm gonna read this one out loud here. Because here's the biggest issue with what you were saying. The problem I see is that people are so incapable of being an adult that what the internet goes down instead of fixing it if they complain and call people and panic. Like with fix it, and that's about every aspect. I saw a woman cooking and the pan caught fire. She let it burn her kitchen down because she was in too much panic to react. But people aren't taught to react any more than they are taught to panic. No, oh, exactly. Like even to talk about something kind of different but related. It's like what Donnie Darko kind of deals with in that movie is like the control, and again it's control, right? Fear is a major factor in a lot of people's choices without even realizing it, right? And I mean, I don't know if there's really a cure for it or anything like that, but in a lot of ways, like what you're talking about, Zaz, is very true. I think in a lot of cases, people just need to have better tools to handle panic and fear, right? But no, it's so true though, right? Like, and again, I think I got a hair in my mouth. To bring it up again, like, you know, better tools, right? People need better tools to handle things like that in a lot of cases. Fear isn't such a big factor if you know how to handle fear, right? Like, actually, perfect example was the other day. My girlfriend and I were doing some baking in the kitchen. We were baking for our cookie exchange, and funny thing you actually mentioned there, Zaz, was we actually had, it wasn't a pan, but we were trying to cook, I think it was like we were making like bark sheets at the time with crackers and stuff, and essentially the crackers caught on fire. Well, when we opened the oven door, the flames started to shoot out. Well, my first thought was, flames need oxygen. If we shut the oven door, at least that's going to slow down the flames enough to give me enough time to think about how to handle this situation. Give me enough time to A, look for a fire extinguisher, B, potentially look for some, baking soda, if I'm not mistaken, to put out kitchen fires, and C, like just to think about what I need to clear out of the area to make the flame, or to lessen the damage of the flame too, right? Luckily enough, closing the oven door was all it took. I closed the oven door, snuffed out the flame, thought about it, thought, okay, remove the flaming item. So when I reopened the door, quickly took out the pan that was going to re-catch fire if it got hot again, right? And everything was good. Don't panic. Think about something. Assess something and give yourself enough time to deal with the situation too, right? Because, yeah, we almost had a kitchen fire. You know what's so true, Avis, or Zaz? I have brought that up so many times, is there literally needs to be a course in high school just called life. Learning how to do taxes, learning how to mail something through the mail, very basic life skills. It kills me the amount of people that are driving for the first time and don't know how to fill up their car with gas, things like that, right? The basics. How to do laundry. In a lot of cases, people move out for the first time. They don't think about the fact they don't know how to do laundry, things like that, right? I guess we're going to probably head in now. Probably go to bed for the night here. We actually did pretty well today. We got some sturgeon. We got the largemouth bass that we needed. We still haven't gotten... Oh, we'll have to, I guess, get the eel from the ocean. Or the squid from the ocean, right? Oh, okay, yeah, actually, that's a good idea, actually, Zaz. In middle school, there'd be a class just called essentially Common Sense. And then in high school, it would be like life lessons. So essentially, the way I'm understanding that there would be like in public school, you'd be kind of learning just how to make choices, right? And then in high school, you would actually learn, after you've made those choices, how to apply the knowledge to the choices you've made. Zaz, be a teacher, bud. Be a teacher. Change some lives. And it's funny too, because everyone has that like one teacher that like changed their life, right? Pretty much everyone has that one breakthrough teacher, right? And okay, and it's funny too, Avis, that you actually bring that up. I don't think that it has to be school stuff. That responsibility falls on the parents, in my opinion. And you know what's funny too was, especially the first year with lockdowns and everything like that, you had so many concerns for the children being held back, and oh, they're gonna skip a year, and how's their education gonna be and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, for one, are they losing a year of school, or should they be gaining a year of life skills ahead of potentially the time that they would gain those skills? For an example, you can go ahead now and teach your kid how to do an oil change before they even own a car. You know what I mean? You can teach your kid how to do taxes before they need to do their taxes, because you have those, you have the luxury of time now. Your child shouldn't be missing out on a year of school. They should be gaining a year of life skills, is the way to look at things, in my opinion. I have one teacher, and it was my IT teacher. You know what, actually, I was lucky enough to have, I would probably narrow it down to 3 different, really standout teachers for me personally. I know other people in my school had other standout teachers because they had different subjects, but I would narrow it down to my 3, really monumental teachers were like my world religion and ancient civilizations teacher, Mr. Pipes. Shout out, awesome experience through high school. Definitely helped me out through a lot of hard times and stuff like that. As well, Miss Mott, awesome English teacher. Took creative writing through her. Really taught me a lot about expressing myself, essentially like wearing my heart on my sleeve and stuff like that, and not being afraid to do it, right? I'm gonna get emotional here for sure. And then last but not least, Mr. Robinson. Again, tech teacher, right, Zaz? Without tech, English, learning about the world itself and bringing those things together, I wouldn't be who I am now, right? It's I'm definitely gonna get emotional, but it's so true, right? Like, those teachers, they don't realize what they're doing, or maybe they do, and hats off to you. Oh, I'm getting emotional, but it's so true, right? Like, it's incredible what they do. The Japanese spend a good deal of early life in school learning these things. Works for them, and they have a very well-mannered society. I feel like that should be applied everywhere. You know what's so true? I've seen a lot of classroom videos and things like that, and it really is incredible, the interactions with the students amongst other students, just the general respect within society from one person to another person is incredible. I mean, I've never been there myself, so I don't know if it stems out further than, the snippets of video I've seen and stuff, but it's incredible. It's awesome. And here, most people that do have a 2-parent home, both parents work, and the time to teach the kids isn't always there. For instance, as a teenager, I would see my mom for 30 minutes a day at you know what, Zaz? You know what? That is a good point, actually. That's a very good point. to say like, oh, you know, it's as easy as just like losing a year of school to gain a year of life. You're right. There are a lot of situations where parents are both working and there isn't the time divide potentially that would need to be there, I guess, if I'm going to word myself properly, to allow those kids to make up the time in life skills that they would gain in school, right? So I do understand that, Zaz, actually, now that you bring that up. Well, that's the other thing too, Avis. In a lot of cases, we have literally changed the way that society works in most cases, right? Like even I've heard it talked about a couple of times, but it's so true. For an example, even as basic as something like The Simpsons, right? Think about and this is a really neat thing to think about too. Think about The Simpsons and their way of life, right? It's not possible anymore. The Simpsons is not possible anymore. You can't have for lack of better terminology, you can't have a happy-go-lucky single income father supporting the, what do you call it? The, I guess the universal family, right? 2.5 kids, wife, 2 vehicles, single income household, right? Realistically, 9 out of 10 times, it's just not possible anymore. So you're right. The actual way that works should change, right? I have heard about it in different areas of the world where apparently they only do like a work day to like 2 p.m. or something like that, and then the rest of the day is meant to be spent with your family and everything, which would be a really interesting way of doing things. In a lot of cases, I think too, moving forward, I think like this pandemic is probably going to change away a lot of the way systems work and stuff like that, the way families interact and everything. It's going to be interesting, right? Yeah, the single income family, I mean, it really doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I have to admit, for the most part, like, the school program around here was more based on testing and stuff like that. I feel like in a lot of cases, though, like, and, you know, if I have any teachers in here, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but in a lot of cases, it's, you know, you're given your curriculum at the beginning of the year, and it's up to the responsibility of the teacher to mold and meld that, I guess, that curriculum into something personal for the students, right? And not to put the responsibility on the teachers like that. But it is kind of true, right? Because the other part too is every classroom, every student's going to be different. So you do have to kind of learn and adapt with each individual classroom and child, right? And have my Tahitian treat here. I've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is a treat my girlfriend got me. It's really hard to find in Canada now. When I was a kid, it used to be called Tahiti treat, and you used to be able to find it everywhere. Like, Zaz is probably laughing because he probably like just walks out of his house and people are probably throwing it at him, because I've heard in the States it's like really super common, but in Canada it's really hard to find Tahitian treat, or Tahiti treat as it used to be called. But I love this. It's like carbonated fruit punch. Not everyone learns the same way and at the same time. Not every teacher teaches it in a way that caters to everyone. Oh, it's so true. Because even that's, I don't know if you guys had it where you are, Zaz, but we actually had something introduced to our curriculum, which was actually, it was broken, our curriculum was broken down in high school into 2 different teaching forms. We had applied learning and we had academic learning. Applied learning was more of a hands-on basis of learning through class and through participation, and academic learning was more of book learning. It was almost self-sufficient when you were in the academic classes. Like, essentially the teacher would present you your workload at the beginning of class, and you would go off and kind of branch off into groups and just do it. And if you had questions or whatnot, you could come back and ask questions. But applied was more like was more hands-on, almost like a wood shop or something. And Canada broke, or at least Ontario, broke education down into those two different categories to at least try and help people that way, which I thought was really interesting. See, it's not so much you can't see, Avis, just to come back to your message there too. It's not so much that you can teach outside of your curriculum here. It's just, I guess, the way you want to teach it and how you approach the information, right? Like, you can't rewrite history, but you can certainly present it in different forms, right? Again, coming back to, it's not the way you say it, it's not what you say, it's the way you say it, right? Is kind of what I'm getting at here, right? Oh, see, that's exactly it. So, like, back in the day, it used to be called Tahiti treat. For some reason, in Canada now, it has to be called Tahitian treat now. Here, Tahitian treat. Yeah, it's fruit punch. It's carbonated fruit punch. But I think that's where it's usually found in Canada, too, is, like, the general stores and, like, dollar stores. Like, because also, too, if you ever heard of it, Faygo. Faygo is a big thing, too, as well. Oh, and they don't have that here? Oh, see, yeah, Faygo's huge there, I've heard, too, because Faygo is essentially like the pop, like it's the official pop of the Insane Clown Posse, right? And I have to admit, actually, Faygo Pop has some of the most interesting flavors, like, pretty much going. Like, what is it? The Ruby Red, which is, like, strawberry pop, is awesome. The Cotton Candy one is really good. And then what else was there? There was a third one that was really good. I forget. I want to say it was Moon Mist. Moon Mist is really good from Faygo as well. I really like that. Yeah, I got my Varus note here. I wanted to make sure I came back to that quote there so I didn't forget. Oh, also too, I know it seems a little bit weird, but I wanted to take a quick second and talk about some, like, graphic novel reads I've had recently. And this is, like, I read this one a while ago, but this is such a good one. The X-Men Origins. Essentially what this is a breakdown of all the different X-Men and their origins. So you've got Jean Grey, Wolverine, Beast, Colossus, Gambit, Sabretooth, right? And all of them have their own storyline in here about essentially where they came from and how they were added to the X-Men universe, which is a great read if you're starting off in the X-Men universe. And then on top of that as well, Secret Invasion is going to be, in my opinion, where a lot of the Marvel universe is going and is going to go, because in a lot of cases they're going to be able to write out a lot of the mistakes they think they created in the first, like, MCU, which is like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because essentially with the Secret Invasion, without, like, giving anything away, they get attacked by aliens. The aliens have actually been, like, posing as superheroes. So what they can essentially do is, like, any superhero they didn't like the way they created in the past, they can essentially go back and say, like, oh, that wasn't actually Thor. That was actually one of the Skrull just posing as Thor. So that'll be kind of interesting to see in the future too. Hey, I heard that y'all don't get lemon Fanta there. Is that true? I don't think that's true. I think we have all types of Fanta here. Because there's what? There's orange Fanta, there's lemon Fanta, and then there's a purple one too, isn't there? There's a grape Fanta too, isn't there? I'm pretty sure there's like 3 major ones in Canada. That's one thing I have heard across the board. Apparently, like, Canada's Food and Drug Regulation Board is really strict. Really strict. See, Avis? See, Canada has something that you don't have. Yeah, I'm almost positive that it's grape Fanta. It's purple. I don't know what else. The Concord grape Fanta, but yeah, I want to say there's lemon. There is the orange, and then there's the grape, because it's almost like Crush. I have to be honest. I'm a Crush guy myself. I like the Crush flavors myself. Yeah, I'm almost positive there's a grape Fanta. Almost positive. We'll have olive oil. That's good. Oh, tomorrow is the Feast of the Winter Star. Did you get a gift for your secret friend, Leah? Okay. 9 a.m. in the town square. See you there. Okay, so we need a gift for Leah. What should we give to Leah here? What are we going to give to Leah? Should we give her a... What do we think she'd like? Would she like a pretty rainbow shell? I think she'd like a pretty rainbow shell. I think that's what we're going to give her. Leah would love a pretty rainbow shell. That's what we'll give her. We'll go to the event. Probably after the event, I like to, a lot of the times, if you noticed, after an event, I'll probably shut down the stream and stuff like that. Maybe do a bit more just chatting and stuff like that. But for today, I want to go fishing for one last time in the lake up here. Oh, that's annoying. I gotta make a better route to get up north here. But we're gonna go fishing one last time before the event, because the event starts tomorrow at 9, it was saying. So we gotta check this out. Oh, Leah likes driftwood. She also likes salad. Yes, salad is one of her faves. Oh, I don't know if I don't know if I can make salad. Oh, is Leah one of the top picks that you want to get with? Is Leah one of the good picks for the town? She's got it going on. Oh, okay, you can just buy salad at the saloon. Okay, so what I'll do is, on my way back through, I'll buy some salad. She likes salad. I think that's funny. She's a simple folk. She likes salad. Oh, okay, so Leah's the best because Robin's already taken. Oh, okay, that makes sense. What about, like, Haley? Why no Haley, or what's the other one? Is it Caroline? Haley seems a little bit full of herself. Now, don't fight. I think there's enough to go around. Everyone can just choose their own character to marry. It's all good. We'll just keep creating new games, getting everyone married up. So relaxing fishing in this game. There's one thing I like fishing in this game. I don't really like fishing in real life. That's why I converted my fish hut into a stream shed, right? I don't need to have a fish hut if I don't do any fishing, right? Yeah, I can't wait for the ice to freeze out on the lake. It's going to be so neat taking pictures for everyone. It's going to be a city out on the lake. It's going to be crazy. Oh, 1 second. Hello.
There's a dog in the middle of the road.
Is he okay?
Wait, he has like a jacket on. He's got a collar on. He's still like a
Come here, bud. He almost looks like Dawson, eh? Oh. Yeah, there's a... Do we have treats or something to maybe offer him? Or maybe it's best if he stays on that side of the road, babe. Oh, and started like freaking out? Sorry, 1 minute, folks. We just got like a stray dog here, like out in the yard here. We're trying to get it off the road because I live on a really major road here. No, he's wandering back, babe. It looks like he got loose though, because his jacket's only like half on. It looks like he's wandering back to wherever he was from though, which is good. Oh, or not. Have you tried going over? Okay, give me 2 seconds here, folks. I need to take care of this real quick. I don't want this dog to get hit. Give me 2 seconds here. I need to run out really fast and just make sure this dog is taken care of. Give me 2 seconds here, folks. I'll be right back. Actually, just leave it up there. Oh boy, super sorry about that, chat. Oh, really sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, there was a dog that had gotten loose out on the road and lived next to a pretty major road, so I didn't want to get him hit. He did not want to be approached though, so I essentially I lured him away from the major road with some hot dogs, and it seems like he's sitting in a yard across the street now. I just didn't really want to see him getting hit. Yeah, you can only do what you can do, right? You can only do so much for an animal like that. Like, he was really skittish. And I have to admit, like, with the jawline and stuff, it looked like there was maybe a little bit of pit bull in there or something, so I didn't want to, like, just aggress and just, grab him with the leash I had. So I threw the leash aside to hopefully gain his trust to get him to approach me and everything like that, but he wasn't having it. So again, I just kind of threw some hot dogs into a yard across the road on the side of the road he was already on. So maybe that's where he's from, but I really hope he doesn't get hit. Beautiful looking dog. Gorgeous dog. My girlfriend was one who actually told me that she had seen him, because I guess Dawson's inside freaking out that he's like playing in our yard. So no, you're right. Pit bulls can be sweethearts, but the other side of things too is sometimes they're not. It's just like any animal. I'm not going to narrow it down to a pit bull or anything. But let's be honest. It's still, at the end of the day, and I've brought it up with my girlfriend before. It's still a domesticated wild animal, right? All it takes is one wrong move on my part for that dog to break its trust in me, and it will do what it needs to do to defend itself, right? So, and a lot of the times too, it doesn't matter the dog, it's the owner too, right? It's nature versus nurture in a lot of cases. So you just have to be very, very careful with that kind of stuff, right? Like it got to the point where I realized, okay, you know what? In a lot of cases, I'm not going to be able to do anything for this dog. I need to just try and get it in a safer position. So I did what I could do. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still a domesticated wild animal, so you have to be careful with any animal or pet, right? Cat, dog, hamsters. I had a hamster bite someone before, right? You push anything into a corner where it feels like it needs to defend itself, and it's going to, right? Then you're going to break your... I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Oh, Zaz with the gamble all again. Oh, there we go. Zaz actually won this time now that I see. That's good. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, so we're going to finish up fishing for the day here. We're going to waste out the rest of our energy. Oh, I got to hit that that spot there. We're going to do the quest or the event, and then probably head in for a little bit here, because my family is up in the house and I would like to spend some time with them, right? Oh, there we go. That was a good catch. That was a nice, easy catch. Oh, almost right on it. Oh, actually, you know what? We can... That's probably it right there. Yeah, that should be it. There we go. Come on, let's get this fish. Oh, what? He's just bottom feeding. Yay! My sister had a hamster. She unfortunately stepped on it without seeing it when she went to the bathroom at night. What was it, like a free-range hamster? It just wandered around the house free, willy-nilly. It's actually funny. My girlfriend and I, or ex-girlfriend, we had a rabbit for a while that did that. And my buddy growing up, he had a rabbit like that, because I guess rabbits, it's the same as a cat. You can litter train them, right? So you can actually have them as like a free-range pet, essentially. And yeah, my buddy's rabbit in high school was really, really nice. It was almost like a cat. Like, it would come up to you, like if you were having a hard day or whatnot, and snuggle with you. It was the sweetest little thing. But rabbits, I found rabbits are super stinky though. Oh no, it escaped from the cage. Oh no, now I feel bad. That's funny. I'm a big fan. I like bearded dragons for pets. They're a really nice pet to have. They're easy to maintain relatively. They're relatively docile for a lizard. They're relatively hardy. Like they're not really temperamental like say chameleons and stuff like that. And they're really neat looking too, right? I had a couple bearded dragons when I was a teenager. Got rid of them most of the times throughout moves and stuff like that, but they're really practical pets. I've actually thought about like maybe getting one with Kelsey and stuff for our family now, but with the dog, I don't think Dawson would really like that in the house. So, whoa, throwing me for some fakes here, eh, fish? Holy jumping, that was a tricky one. Yeah, generally I'm a cat person too, Avis. Especially out in the country here, it was just easier to have a cat. I had an outdoor cat. He just came and go. He would just come and go as he pleased. But yeah, I like cats. They're pretty self-sufficient, right? You can kind of set them and forget them, leave them a food bowl, and they'll kind of take care of themselves, right? Which I really like. Dogs are the goodest boys. Now, okay. I hate to be this guy, Zaz, but let's rephrase that. Dogs are the most dependent. Dogs are the most dependent boys. I'm a pretty hard believer that if I had abandoned my house with my cat outside, like Negan would have been fine. He would have been able to survive. Whereas if I was to lock Dawson outside and move away from this house, there is no way that Dawson would be able to figure his own way out. So it's not that they're the goodest, they're the most dependent. If your dog knew how to drive and get his own canned food, you'd be out of the picture in 2 seconds. Oh, I forgot. He also needs opposable thumbs for the can opener. Forgot about that. Okay, this is getting pretty ridiculous now. Just doing some slow fishing here. I have to admit, I didn't grow up with a lot of pets myself, so in a lot of cases, I just grew up with the basics like hamster. I had some fish. Actually, it was kind of neat. For a while, I actually had a catfish for a while in an aquarium. That was kind of cool. I had a little tiny catfish and a tiny smallmouth bass in an aquarium for a while. That was pretty neat. That didn't last too long though. That really didn't last too long. But I never had any cats or dogs growing up. I got a cat when I moved out and bought my own house a few years ago. And then now Dawson's in the house. He seems like he's going to be a permanent fixture now. I think he's here to stay. A tortoise. Now that's a cool one. That would be a really interesting pet to have. The only thing is though, that's a commitment. How long do they live? Tortoises are almost multiple hundreds of years, aren't they? It's almost like a parrot. Parrots are what, 80, 90 years or something? Something crazy like that? That's wild to think about. That's quite the commitment for a pet. Holy jumping fish. Come on, bud. Work with me here. Work with me here. I'm just going to lose it. That's funny. How did a turtle run away, Zaz? They're pretty slow, no? How did your turtle run away? It was a slow and steady getaway, but he got away. Alright, so we're almost out of energy here, so we're going to go back, turn in for the night, and then show up to the event for tomorrow morning. And we got to bring Leah her salad. So we gotta make sure that we stop off and grab a salad at the saloon. Which, watch, the saloon's gonna be closed by the time we get there because I left it too late. Even though a saloon really shouldn't close by like 8 o'clock, but it probably has, knowing my luck. Ooh, this place is bumping. Holy jumping. All right, never mind. This place is bumping. Why is he not paying attention to me? Pay attention to me. I'm trying to buy something from you, bud. All right, salad. All right. Let's head home. We got our salad. We got everything we need for the next day. Let's head her on home. Oh, okay, so the saloon is actually open pretty late. Okay, cool. Yeah, I always seem to miss out on those things myself. There's been a couple of times where even I've missed out on, obviously, different events and stuff because of timing too, right? I'm horrible for that. Why can I not? Oh, inventory's full. All right, whatever. Hey, do you know that you can play a mini game in the arcade at the saloon? No, I didn't actually realize that. I did notice the arcade machines when I went in there that a quick second ago, but I didn't know you could actually play games on it. I don't think. No, I didn't know that. How would I possibly know that? Okay, so the bullhead's already been turned in. Perch has already been turned in. We need a largemouth bass. We need one. Okay, so that's good. And then we need sturgeon. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so this over here. So we need the sturgeon. We needed a largemouth bass. All right, to add to our collection there. All right. Drop off the rest of the stuff here. Where'd that Joja Cola I had from before? Oh, there it is. So I put those all in the food chests, like the forage chests over here. Alrighty, drop those in here. Oh, are you saying that they're hard or something, Avis? If in fact, I want to see you try. Something tells me there's some tricks to them. Something tells me I'm going to make myself look like a fool. Oh, there's Santa. Hey, Santa. How's it going, bud? All right. Oh, so what I'll do is I'll do the event here real quick. We'll get going to the event. Because we've got the salad, we're ready for Leah in the event. So go to the event really quick here. And then what we'll do is we'll go do the arcade really quick. And then we'll probably pretty much head out for the day. All right, throw that in. All right, we're good otherwise. Throw that in there. Okay. Throw the copper bars in here. So that's the other part too. Watch me crush out the mini games, right, Avis? Watch me crush out the mini games in this. That'd be funny. All right, we're a little bit early because what did the event? I think the event started at 9, if I'm not mistaken, right? So maybe what we'll do is we'll grab our axe here real quick, and then we'll just chop down some quick trees. We wanted to clear up that little path north, so that's what I'll do really quick. Oh, the other part too is, you know what I think I forgot? I forgot to go pick up my my pickaxe. I'm pretty sure I forgot to pick up my pickaxe that I had upgraded. That's funny. Chopping down some trees. What a tall fellow, chopping down some trees. Oh, that's fine, yeah. Because the event's gonna, like, hold me out from any town events today, right? So that's okay. Get rid of these there, so there's a bit more of a path there. There we go. I like the sound effects you get when you're chopping the trees down. And actually, too, to come back to your messages there, Zaz, my nephew actually has a couple turtles. One of them's called Speedy, and one of them's called Yoshi. They're super cool. They're super cool to watch. Speedy's the bigger one, and he like just kind of like runs all over Yoshi. Oh, that's funny. You know what's funny, actually? I had a newt that ran away, as weird as it sounds. Like one of those little tiny lizards, and I don't know how he got away either. Today is time to be thankful for the year's good fortune. Forget your worries for a day and relax. Aw, thanks, Lewis. All right, where's Leah? I gotta find Leah here. Which one is Leah? That one's Maru. Which one's Leah? Penny, Jody. Oh, wait. It's one of these ones, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Give Leah her secret gift. Okay. Oh, so it's you. There we go, Leah. A salad, thanks. Leah. Pish posh. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Ooh, cool, cool, cool. Well, this is where I get my gift? All right. All right. Hey, Harry Potter. I'm your secret gift giver this year. Money. Here, open it. What did we get? What did we get? There's no stars, though, Avis. We gotta put more stars down for you to jump. There you go. Now there's some more stars for you to jump into. You received 12 eggs. All right. You can also, if I'm not mistaken, you can punch people too, if I'm not mistaken. And you can duel people too. You can also duel people. Oh, there you go. Zaz won $100 in roulette and now has 420 heals bucks. There you go, Zaz. Building up the heals bucks. I hope there's a new camera under there. Wow. Haley. I don't know. A pair of stylish... I like stylish boots. I want stylish boots. Alright, so how do we continue on this event now? Oh, they aren't easy to come by these days. Candy canes? They're everywhere. Come on. Oh, Clint. See, that's the thing. I really wish you could set people up in this game. It's too bad you can't set Clint up. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Shane growing a beard? I've never noticed that before. Or trying to grow a beard. It looks like he has stubble on his face. Oh, there's a shop. All right, maybe we should check out the shop before we end the event. Decorative axe. Is there anything like really like stand out good here that we should buy? Like, does anything actually make a difference for the game? Oh, okay, he has stubble. Oh, okay. There you go, Avis. 420, blaze it at Zaz. Oh, okay, this store is new from 1.5. Okay. So I guess probably nothing really like out of the norm. It's just probably decorative items, right? So essentially there's the winter banner. There's the L light string. There's the S pine, ornate window, houseplant, festive dining table, large red rug, decorative axe, a wood panel, log panel, it looks like it has a flower on it, and then tree of the winter star, and then a manicured pine. Those seem to be the choices for the store. So that's pretty cool. I don't know, I like the house plants, so I'm gonna buy a couple house plants. And then the winter banner, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So that should be good. Maybe we'll get another window for our house too. Okay. So that should be good. Now, how do we end this event now? Where is... Where's Lewis to end this event now? Is that how you end the event? Or do you just walk out of here? I guess you probably just walk out, like most of them actually, now that I think about it. I think that's pretty much everything to see there. Thank you, Lewis. We had a great time. Yeah, it looks like everything's decoration. Okay, cool. So at least we got our event in. Yep, we're going to end the Winterfest for this year. And then we're also going to go back really quick, play the arcade really fast. Okay, so what we wanted the window. The banner will probably go inside, and the plants will probably go outside, actually. I'll probably put those outside. They make a lot of sense outside. So the window can go right there. Just actually, I don't like the placement there. We're going to put the other window over here, and then choose the banner over here. And then this winter banner will go on this side of the window. Oh, there we go. Oh, I want the window up here. There we go. Okay. Nice window there. And then the plants are going to go outside on the porch. Ooh, that's very nice looking. Ooh, look at that now, folks. That's very pretty. Our house is looking very nice. All right, and then we're gonna go back into town real quick, and we're gonna try our hand at this mini game, and then we're probably gonna head out for the day. Enjoy the weather that we're getting outside here, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think I hear a little guy voice coming from outside, so I definitely want to hang out with him and get to play outside for a little bit if we can. All right, let's do this. Let's do this mini game real quick. Let's try our hand at the mini game. You know what's funny, actually, Avis? I actually used to spend, like, I can't count the amount of hours decorating. Okay, so in Ultima Online, I'm giving you a big heads up, Avis. Like, I see you getting into Ultima Online big time. Big time. Because essentially it's almost like Stardew Valley, but more kind of open world and less linear in terms of quests and what you can do. You can set up your own house, you can decorate it, and that's what I was getting at. I used to spend hours, countless hours of time decorating my house. I actually used to win awards and events in my server for my house decorations. I used to have like different decorations for Halloween, for different seasons, right? For Christmas, and I used to win the house decorating awards. I was a big like rare collector, and I used to have a lot of my collections on display in my castle, and that was a big thing I spent a lot of time doing, was actually the decorating. Oh, it's super late. What am I doing? I need to still go to bed for the night. I forgot that I'm still on the same day as the event right now. But yeah, Avis, you definitely got to check out Ultima Online. So what I'll do is in the community gaming section when I log off here, I'll drop the link really quick. So, I mean, even if you want, you can just do some reading on it and stuff like that. But it's a really, really super fun game. Like, for how old it is, the gameplay in that game is still some of the best gameplay that I've experienced in my 30 plus years of gaming. All right, so we're gonna go back, try and have our hand at the get the mailbox here real quick. Albacore. All right, I'll see what I can do. I love how I'm just gaining new quests all the time and barely finishing the old ones, eh? Oh, that's too bad. Don't worry, like I said, Zaz, we'll replenish everyone up with some more heals bucks in the future. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Avis is still in the lead with, like, what? I think Avis has, like, over 3,500 heals bucks or something because of that huge win this morning. Oh, opens at 12. Okay. So we'll go do some fishing here real quick. So what do you guys have planned for the day? Anything exciting and new? I'm hoping that the rink is at least frozen enough that he can play on it. But who knows? It's been so mild here recently, it's kind of weird. Like I was saying this morning, it's been just tapping off the 0 mark, so just kind of hanging out today, taking it easy. That's usually nice, though. That's usually the best way to have it. Oh, one second. I'm just going to go to the washroom here again real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, he's on the sled hill right now. Yeah, he's on the sled hill right now. I can't wait there to go out there and sled with him. It's all nice and iced up, so you go super fast on it right now too, which is a blast. Yeah, I'll probably finish it. Like I said, I'll finish up my fishing here. I'll do the I want to do the arcade, because I think that's going to be really interesting. It like we were speculating, it's gonna be funny because Avis was saying that the mini games in the arcade are really hard, but in a lot of cases, maybe, who knows, right? Maybe I'll just crush them out. I'm bad at Stardew Valley, but maybe I'll be good at the hard aspects of the mini game. Avis is just winning it all. That's awesome, Avis. Rubbing a little bit of salt in the wounds too, of course, right? See, Zaz, like this. Like, it's easy if you know what you're doing, right? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he's outside playing on the ski hill. I gotta go out there relatively quick. Get out there and hang out with the little guy, right? Oh. Oh, let's get this. Let's get the fishy. Let's get the fishy. Avis is just cleaning up all the heals bucks. All the available heals bucks are going to Avis, apparently. Save up the heals bucks, right? Save up the heals bucks. You never know when the stream store is going to go live, right? Oh. Alright, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, or was it open at noon? No, I think it's open at noon. Yeah, it's open at noon. not 10. It's the later one out of everything. Open late, closes late. Saz blows kiss. Spicy and salty all at the same time. Spicy and salty. Well, I hope everyone had a fun time today. Just chilling out in Stardew Valley. TCBing, right? Just TCBing today. Back to some grassroots. Back to the Stardew. Switching up from the Paladins. I hope I'm able to play a little bit of Paladins maybe this afternoon or something like that. But for right now, I figured, you know, Stardew Valley for a Monday morning seemed appropriate. Get everyone off to a nice, relaxing start, right? I know a lot of people are having to deal with, you know, online learning with their kids and everything like that. So hopefully get to send them off to a good day. Hopefully they get to enjoy it. Yeah, the Paladin stream isn't bad, eh? It's pretty fun. I'm able to talk a little bit more in Paladins than I am in Overwatch, because I'll be honest, like, I'm not as, I guess, engrossed in Paladins as I am in Overwatch. Like, in Overwatch, like, I really care about what my team, you know, thinks of my abilities and everything, I guess you'd say. Whereas in Paladins, I feel a little bit less, you know, obligated to perform well. But no, it's been a blast. I really like that game. It's been really fun. Wait, oh, the arcade. I was like, wait, why did I come back into the arcade here for a second? What do I need to buy? But yeah, okay, so the journey of, okay, so what do we actually do here? Move, shoot, okay. Wait, how do you shoot? What was the control for shoot? Oh, that's weird. Okay. So I guess you use... Ooh, weird. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see here. Oh, so they have a slight pattern to them too, right? Oh, I was doing okay there. Yeah, it's like a twin stick shooter. That's kind of interesting, actually. Yeah, so they've got a little bit of like a light pattern to them, almost like the creatures from what do you call it? Like from Pac-Man, right? So that's kind of interesting. Do those give me stuff? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so the tombstone kills you. Well, that seems. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it just makes you like crazy strong. Oh, what? And then that's like a destruction mode? That's pretty cool. Okay. See, I don't seem to be too bad at this, eh, Avis? I don't know how good you're supposed to be at something like this, but I don't know. I seem to be okay at it. Oh, backed me into a corner. Oh, the wheel. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Shooting in every direction now. That's what we want. Ooh, doggies. Look at us just taking everyone out. Look at us just taking everyone out. All right. Oh. Oh, this is like level 1? Oh, okay. It is kind of neat, though. Oh, I walked right into that one. I was trying to get the item and I walked right into that guy. Oh, well. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then what's this one? There's a skull-shaped keyhole? Oh, so you can't actually play it until you get, I guess, the skull key? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. I like that. Alrighty. Well. Oh, yeah, no, I just left it in face cam mode just for, just because I know we're going to be exiting out to desktop here. Pretty much close everything up here. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, I got the new background here, Avis, with all the potions and everything like that. Oh no, Zaz, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. That is really bad luck. I at this point, you know what? I think you might be right. I think you might be right on the fact that Avis is hacking, because Avis is winning them all and you were losing literally every single one. And I'm really sorry to hear that, mate. So, at this point, we are going to drop it off to another streamer. I just wanted to say thank you, as always, everyone, for the views. Always appreciate. I had to search for my healing potion there for a second, but as always, sending you off with the healing potion, right? We want to make sure everyone stays healed up throughout the day. Also, too. Oh, there we go. The RGB potion, as always, everyone. Make sure you stay lag-free in all your gaming experiences today. Enjoy it, right? Enjoy the day, enjoy the week, like we were talking about earlier. Enjoy the time that you're going to get with your family. You know, take the time to relax. Take the time to think about what's important in life and what you need to rush back to in life and everything like that, right? Because in a lot of cases, you can probably just kind of chill out and, you know, do your own thing. Focus on you, right? But we're going to raid a fellow community member here who is streaming right now. Oh, you know what? Felix. We're going to give a raid to Felix here. So, I hope everyone had a great day. Great time as always. Had by everyone. I always have a great time entertaining everyone, hopefully giving everyone some smiles and some laughs. Until next time, all the best, everyone, and peace out, right? Stay healed up. Stay healed up. Peace out, everyone. All the best. Much love.